We fell behind and climbed back in. They're even going into the first half, and then fell behind again and just couldn't get back into it. So, not a game that's not a loss, honestly, that's going to cost us anything, I think, going forward in districts or whatever, but certainly a game that hurts the pride, and we need a rebound tonight to get back on the right track.
Yeah, Osage coming into tonight with a record of 5-2, again, taking on a district and conference opponent right now. Osage leading Class 3 District 4. But if you take a look at the tail of the tape coming into tonight between these two teams, you'll see there are some similarities, especially with the common opponents, Steve.
Yeah, for sure. So we have 4 common opponents, and honestly, if we beat them, they beat them, and if we lost to them, they lost to them. And so we had the common loss against Booneville. They lost. The score was 21-13 against Booneville to our 20-27 here. We both beat California. Our win was a little more emphatic than theirs. We both beat Hallsville. Same idea. We won by more. We both beat Eldon. We won by more. But, those margins of victory really don't matter much when you're playing on the same field against each other. And certainly Southern Boone has seen what it takes. They've seen the recipe for how to stay in the game against Osage Indians and how to get the win. And it's just a question of whether we're going to make the adjustments we need to make to be prepared for that.
Yeah, and you kind of saw Booneville do that last week. We've seen Osage at times struggle this season, especially going up against a team that has a really good rushing game, and teams have been able to kind of keep the Osage offense off the field and just kind of take these long drives. Steve, we're talking about drives of 17, 18, almost 19 play drives. Just long, drawn-out drives for almost of the whole quarter sometimes, and just keeping the Osage offense off the field, keeping them out of the end zone, not giving them as many opportunities to score. And Osage has been able to overcome those at times. You take a look at the Hallsville game, 11-8 at halftime. It winds up being a blowout. Of course, you take a look at Moberly down 21-0 at halftime, and Osage comes back to win. Like you said, the recipe is out there, and teams have seen the video. This is a day and age in which that stuff is readily available for these teams and for these coaches. So, the recipe is out there. People and teams know what to do to beat the Indians. It's just a matter of execution now, and can Osage overcome that?
Yeah, those long possessions, consuming up all that clock here, what it does is it limits our chances, right? And when you limit our opportunities to take the ball, it compounds those mistakes. So if you have a turnover when you're getting a whole bunch of possessions, right, you're getting the ball several times, well, you don't feel that as much. But last week, boy, we felt it when we had a turnover because we just were not seeing the ball very often. Again, who was their talented running back last week? I've already forgotten his name, but, man, he certainly put our defense to the test. So I'm anxious to see how our run defense goes tonight. They're certainly going to test it. Let's see if we can have the answer.
Yeah, and the Osage passing defense has been great at times this season. Of course, you take a look at that last play of the first half last week and everything that kind of went with that. And that makes it difficult to, say that they're an amazing or stellar defense. But, those occasional plays are going to happen. It just happened to be a real big play in that game that wound up, mattering down the stretch. So, but teams have struggled going to the air against Osage this season, but if Osage can force a team into a passing situation, we've seen good come out of that.
Sure, we've seen the ability to put pressure on the quarterback when we know that that's what they're having to do. We have some talented athletes playing at those skill positions in our as cornerbacks and safeties, and so I have a lot of confidence in what they can bring. But again, we just have to stop the run so we can let those guys shine, right? And I know there has to, we haven't been at practices, but I'm just going to assume there's been a lot of talk about that exact thing. The coaches know exactly what's going on. The players know what's going on. They know what they need to remedy. So let's see if we can make that happen tonight.
It is the old Kinderhook pregame show in the Kellysport Marina, top row of the opposing team's fan stand. That's where we're at tonight, located all the way across the field. A little bit of a jumbled start for us, Steve.
Certainly the closest we've been to a field, I think.
Listen, we're real close to just being down on the field. And at that point, we just mount the camera on Wild West's shoulder, and we just go down and get the shot right on the field.
I'm just hoping Jolly doesn't spit on me tonight. We're that close to things.
Let's take a break. We'll come back and have the coin toss and opening kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
Fiber Steel Boat Lifts, delivering quality boat lifts that won't sink your budget for over 35 years. Proudly backing our Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians, Fiber Steel covers the entire lake. Military discounts? You bet. Easy online shopping at lakeboatlifts.com? Absolutely. Or just tell your smartphone to call Fiber Steel Boat Lifts. There's only one, just past Bridal Cave on Old 5. Look for the palm trees. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Call, click, or come in. Fiber Steel Boat Lifts. They've got your boat covered.
Tired of settling for low CD rates at your bank? Lock in a great rate at First Bank of the Lake today. We offer some of the best CD rates in the nation. CDs make saving a cinch. They combine security with great investment returns. Don't miss out. Maximize your savings with a secure, high-yield CD. Check out our rates at fblake.bank and lock in a great CD rate today with First Bank of the Lake. Member FDIC. See bank for details.
Wild Ozark Flowers is where beauty meets horsepower. A full-service florist with locally grown blooms, custom bouquets, and resin keepsakes, plus a one-of-a-kind flower bar for creating something personal. And while the arrangements are being crafted, trash and supply motorcycle gear is right there for riders who live the lifestyle. Delivery available, or stop by behind Starbucks in the Stonecrest Mall. Wild Ozark Flowers, 573-552-8420.
Fall is here, and so are the projects. And if your trailer's busted, you can't haul it, can't fix it, or can't even figure out where to start, it's time to call DL Truck and Trailer Outfitters, where problems meet solutions. Whether you need a trailer, rental, parts, repairs, or a brand new rig, DL Truck and Trailer has you covered with the largest parts inventory around with factory train techs. Located just north of Eldon at the Eugene exit. Open Monday through Friday. At Stonebridge Wealth Management of Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, you'll find a team of talented, credentialed professionals ready to guide your unique needs into financial victory. Proud supporters of the School of the Osage community, you can find Stonebridge Wealth Management in the Cliffside Center. Call 573-348-2322 or visit them online. Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, and Wells Fargo Advisors Financial Network, LLC. Members SIPC, separate registered broker-dealers and non-bank affiliates of Wells Fargo and Company.
Where'd you get that grin right above your chin?
Hey folks, Joey Hom from your local Andy's Frozen Custard. Exciting news. Pumpkin pie concretes and delicious s'mores jackhammers are back. In-house baked pumpkin pie and the awesome honey-made graham crackers, hot fudge, and marshmallow jacks. You're gonna love them.
With a smile at Andy's, top your day. With a smile at Andy's, top your day.
Football!
Take the field.
Game on!
Back to the Osage Indians football pregame and kickoff show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri for the old Kendra Hook pregame show live in the Kellysport Marina press box. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West, holding down the camera for us tonight. And Nick back in the studio for us as the School of the Osage Indians gets set to take on the Southern Boone Eagles in Tri-County Conference, as well as Class 3 District 4 action. The Indians come into tonight the #1 ranked team in Class 3 District 4, and a win here tonight would pretty much solidify that no matter what happens next week against St. Francis Borgia. And if Osage manages to get that 1 seed, that would include a bye and home games as well.
Well, where are we going to go? What am I going to do on a Friday night if we get a bye?
We'll hang out probably.
I'm coming to your house.
Play some board games.
There we go.
Help me move, get some goat action.
You said me. You lost me at move.
Oh. What else you got there? What are the? I know you don't know or understand how the point system works because I don't either. But how's everything look in Class 3 District 4?
Yeah, it's interesting. Osage is up by 5 points in our district, which is a little surprising because we are the only team with a winning record. You got a record of 5-2. In second place, Moberly. They're again by 5 points. They're trailing here, but they only have 2 wins to 5 losses. So someone's going to, I'm a math teacher, but someone's going to have to make sense of that for me. You would think we'd have a bigger lead. So a loss tonight would be a hurtful thing here in our district standings.
Yeah, like we've scored more points and we've given up less points than second place, and yet they're still relatively close to us in terms of points. But I think in basketball, head-to-head matters, and surely in football, Steve, in football, it has to matter, those head-to-head wins. over second and third place, one would imagine. So if Osage can just kind of hold steady here in this game tonight and then kind of get out of next week without getting absolutely blown off the field, which I don't think is going to happen, then Osage should be the 1 seed in Class 3, District 4. Of course, coming into tonight, even after last week's loss, Osage, according to Max Preps, ranked number 9th in Class 3. The Southern Boone Eagles ranked 19th. And Booneville ranked 10th, right behind us, Steve. That's kind of like in the NCAA, like when a team beats another team and they're still ranked behind them one time. You're like, okay, this doesn't make any sense. Why is this happening?
The Pirates have to be grumbling about that a bit, but maybe that just tells us what everybody kind of knows. That was an upset win last week, that without the blunders that we had, the big plays that we normally don't give up, we come away with a win that night. But, we'll see. Like I said, if you can redeem a loss, I hope they're able to take and learn from mistakes there. It looks like Osage is going to receive the kickoff here to start our contest.
My guy getting the coin toss. Look at you.
I'm so close to the action, I can't miss it.
You're in mid-season form right here at the very end of the season, Steve. You are peaking at the right time, my friend. And this has a chance to be the last away game for School of the Osage for a while, and they are going to get the ball first and try and set the tone early on. Again, you can find this game live at MoSportsZone.com as well as other local area high school football games. You can go to YouTube, YOUTUBE. It's been around for a while, I think, but you can go to YouTube, type in MoSportsZone there, and then find the live tab on the MoSportsZone profile page. There's all kinds of games going on there. Or you can just go to Facebook. Go to the KQUL 102.7 Facebook page, and we are live on there as well. Plenty of ways to find School of the Osage football tonight. You can just listen on the radio.
People probably don't know that you are indeed a YouTuber.
And we'll talk off the air. That does not need to be brought up right now.
How do we find you?
Save it for the award ceremony, Steve, at the end of the year when I shamelessly plug it to all of our viewers.
Okay, fair enough. Try to give you, some.
We're not
plug you there.
Do you subscribe to my channel?
I have not.
I've been ranking frozen pizzas on there, so it's been very popular. I'm just kidding. It would be.
People are going to. They're searching right now.
Red Baron pizza.
Exactly. I'm hungry. What's the best one?
They know. I know. Look at me. Southern Boone ready to kick this one away to the School of the Osage Indians. Sorry for the wind, but this weather blowing in this week. It's going to be an onside kick to start things, and Osage is going to recover it. So Southern Boone tries to come out and surprise the Indians, but Osage jumps on it, and they'll start at their own 49-yard line to get this game underway.
It has happened in the past at some games where a kicker didn't intend to have an onside kick, and it happens. I wonder if that was intentional or not. But either way, it works in our favor here. Got a short field to start the contest.
Well, listen, that seemed intentional.
Fair enough. Sold me.
First and 10 for the Indians, men in motion.
It's a good movie.
Handoff goes to Arrowwood, trying to go left side. He's through the initial line of scrimmage, crosses midfield into Southern Boone territory. And that'll be second down and maybe 7 or 6 here. We're close enough. We should be able to not mess this up one time tonight, Steve.
I think they might bring us out to help with measurements tonight. We are that close to the action.
I'm ready to jump in and help. Second down and 6. What do you think of this view? Wild West, trying to get as close as possible. This looks like a real thing, Steve. Second down, handoff goes to Drake Williams, going right side, gets a block near the first down marker, and taken down just shy. Looks like it's going to be about 3rd down and 1. So if you've watched Indian games this season, you know those 2 plays that they just ran to start the game. Pretty typical. Arrowwood and Williams have been the bulk of the offense this season for School of the Osage. 3rd down and short here for Osage. I'd expect more of the same, likely 4-down territory here. Maverick will hand this one off to Arrowwood, and he is going to get past the first down marker. Keeps the legs churning into the back of his blockers, and that's a Pacific Pools first down.
Crossing the 40-yard line, about the 39 here. And we are staring right down the line of scrimmage, basically.
You are.
Fair enough.
I'm not sitting on your lap or something.
Please don't.
So 1st and 10 for the Indians at, what is that, the 39? Got a great view at the 39, Steve.
Hey, this is, well, I'll
the
say
pitch
something
out to Butler, going left side now, trying to get to the corner. Now cuts back in past the line of scrimmage, picks up about 3 before he's brought down. And we've seen Butler multiple times this season be brought in kind of for a change of pace back. He doesn't do a lot of stuff between the tackles, Steve. They like to pitch it out to him wide. They like to get Butler into space. They like for him to use his legs to try and get wide and pick up yards.
Well, he's so stinking fast, right? And the Osage or the defenses are waiting for Airwood. They're waiting for Williams. So you throw it out on the edge to Butler, and it usually surprises him. And we're going to get 5 there.
No, they're going to say false start against the Indians.
Oh, well, by they, I mean responding to the cheers of the crowd there.
Well,
we're right there among them.
This is what happens when you get over here amongst them. I disagree with the call, too. 2nd down and 12 coming up for the Indians there after that false start. You got a good look at it as Wild Wild West had a perfect shot there. So 2nd down and 12 for the Indians. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off. No, going to keep it himself, trying to get wide. Now cuts back in, goes through a tackler, picks up good yardage. Would have been enough for a 1st down without the penalty on the previous play, but it's going to be 3rd down and manageable here for School of the Osage.
About what am I looking at, the 34-yard line here?
It is indeed 3rd down and 5.
You know, we've been on the radio long enough that I don't get so nervous about being on the radio anymore. But now I feel like we are in the middle we are in the middle of a live audience.
Yeah.
That's a little bit different feel.
Are you worried about them or you?
Both. Yeah. All of the above.
Handoff goes to Drake, right side. He breaks a tackle, now gets to the sideline, knocked out of bounds, stays on his feet, but enough for Pacific Pool's 1st down. I got to say, Steve, those bells that they play on 3rd down, maybe that's doing something for the Indians, pumping them up as they get in, or I guess just outside the red zone here at the 21-yard line.
Gain of 13 on the previous play. Nice 3rd down conversion here. And all runs from Osage so far on this opening drive.
1st and 10 for the Indians after that Pacific Pool's 1st down. Goes to Arrowwood, cuts back in, keeps on his feet. Now hit just past the line of scrimmage. Going to pick up maybe 3 before he's brought down, but inside the red zone go the Indians for the 1st time tonight.
Spotting the ball, looks like right on top of the 15-yard line.
2nd down and 7 coming up now. As the wind picks up here.
I kind of like it a little bit, man. You know we're out here in the middle of everything.
You didn't like it in Warrensburg last year.
Well, it's all about the temperature of the wind.
Yeah, that's right. Maverick takes a snap on this one. Once again, Maverick going to keep it, cuts back in, looking for a blocker, picks up a yard or 2 before going down. And that's twice now tonight that we've seen Maverick keep it on an option and pick up positive yards. Makes it 3rd down and 2 for the Indians at the 13-yard line.
Third down here in this initial possession.
Third down.
Third down.
That's like 9th down. You're the math teacher, and here I am doing it for you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maverick takes a snap, hands this one off to Drake. Drake trying to get
wide.
Ball
on the ground.
Ball is on the ground and loose. And it looks like Southern Boone comes up with it, and that's going to be a turnover, the 1st of the night. And Drake trying to get out there to the outside. Tried to use that offhand, Steve, for a stiff arm and create some space to try and get the 1st down, and that ball just got knocked out and loose, and it's going to be a fumble. Just the 2nd fumble this season, Steve, but that's 2 in 2 weeks now as well.
Starting their drive here, the Eagles are at their own 25-yard line is what I'm looking at.
1st and 10 for Southern Boone. It's senior night for them. Good crowd here. 3 wide receivers out. Quarterback's going to keep this one. He's going to have space over on the left side. He's spun around near midfield, taken down right at the 50. Big 1st down at play.
Gain of 25 here. Eagles with the early momentum after Osage really had a very effective drive down to, the 13-yard line. Coughing up the fumble here, and the Eagles are with a head of full of steam here going the other way.
Yeah, and we saw that pretty well. We saw the quarterback keep the ball and come right towards us, and there was nobody in that 2nd level. Quarterback picked up big yards. We don't have a program on us either, so apologies for that. They went digital, and I did not get a scan of it, so we'll do our best here for Southern Boone tonight. Takes a snap. This one is handed off. Up the middle, quickly hit and brought down. That's Jaden Wilkes after a gain of 1. Good hit there from Wilkes. Makes it 2nd down and 9.
Hey, nice hit and nice wrap up and tackle. That was a textbook tackler right there by Jaden Wilkes, and we had a great view of it.
But that also puts the Eagles into Osage territory. 2nd down and 9 from the Osage 49. 6:55 left to go here in the first quarter of play. 2 wide receivers out right, 1 to the left. Takes a snap. Play blown dead beforehand. They're going to say offsides on the Indians. So 2nd penalty of the night against School of the Osage will march at 5, and it'll be 2nd down and 4. Well, if that's just somebody lining up in the neutral zone or what happens there.
Yeah, I didn't see any movement there, just the movement of the flag being thrown in the air. So that's going to spot the ball at, the 44-yard line of Osage.
And Osage already now 2 penalties tonight and a turnover. So mistakes here in the first quarter. 2nd down and 4 for the Eagles. 4 wide receivers out, looking to throw quick. Out to the left side, gets it over on the sideline, catch is made, tackle made, but not after a first down is picked up.
Spotting the ball here at, the 34-yard line, is that what I'm saying?
34, 33, right around there, yeah. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 34.
Yeah, gain of 10 on that pass completion and run after.
Clock running, we're almost halfway through the first, 6:10 left to go here in the opening quarter. Two wide receivers out to the short side of the field. Now man in motion. Snap, hands it off up the middle into the 2nd level, met by a couple linebackers and brought down. Gain of maybe 2 on that one.
Well, taking time to spot that ball here. I think it's going to be about, the 32-yard line.
Nicholas Joyner on the tackle. 2nd and 7.
As you heard on the overhead there, Nick Joyner getting credit for that tackle. It was a crowd around him there.
1 wide receiver out to each side, running back next to him. Takes a snap, design quarterback keeper. Now trying to slip through the hole, now spins off the line of scrimmage. Trying to slip past tacklers, does so. Finally gets out to the sideline, and that's about the best way I could describe that play. About 3 or 4 Indians had their chance to bring him down. Elusive moves, picks up about 3 and makes it 3rd down and short now.
Yeah, great pursuit by the Indians here, extending that play really almost all the way to the sidelines. Quarterback just stayed active and stayed up and wouldn't let that play in. 3rd down and short, as you said. First big 3rd down here opportunity for the Indians to stop this drive.
Probably 2 down territory for the Eagles anyways. 2 wide receivers out left. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Now going to take off and run. Rolling out to the right, trying to get a receiver to come back to him. Goes over on the sideline. Big collision over there on the Southern Boone bench. And I think he just got back to the line of scrimmage there.
Yeah, I do not see the yardstick
maybe
moving, maybe. Yeah.
So it'll be 4th down and 2 now. 5:04 left to go here in the first. Major play for this Indian defense on the first possession of the night for Southern Boone. And if you're the Eagles, you're going to run out your best play here. Try and pick up some yards. 2 wide receivers out, running back next to him. Everyone in tight. Timeout taken on the field. They want to talk about 4th down. We'll take a timeout as well. 5:04 left to go in the first, tied up at 0. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When all that's between you and the highway is a 6-inch patch of rubber, it's critical that you trust the care of your vehicle to someone who knows how important family is. Locally and family-owned, Sunset Tire and Service, with the best facility at the lake, wants to be that trusted partner. Competitive pricing, centrally located across from Lowe's off Business 54, the latest technology, large inventory of tires, plus a knowledgeable sales staff. They're family, treating you like family. Sunset Tire and Service.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here at Southern Boone High School, 4th down and 2 coming up for the Eagles. 2 wide receivers out left, 2 out right. Quarterback's going to keep it on the draw, trying to cut back in. Dives near the first down marker. It's going to rely on the spot.
We're just out of position. It's hard for us to say.
And they're going to say it's a turnover back to School of the Osage. He did not get there. And, yeah, just kind of based on where we are tonight, it was tough to make out exactly where he got to, but good pursuit from the Osage front four and the linebackers making that play. It was real close, Steve. You can see that marker right next to the pylon, and it's going to be first down and 10 for the Indians.
That's a stop we had to have, right? Well, I mean, yes, it's right next to there because it's our first down.
Well, that's where, okay, but that's where it was. You know what? To the booth for the replay. First and 10 for the Indians, their second possession tonight. 4:59 left to go in the first. This handoff goes to Brock Arrowwood. He cuts back in, good cut back in, stays on his feet, breaks one tackle at the 50, cuts back in, dragged down inside the 50 into Southern Boone territory and brought down at the 42-yard line. A big run for Arrowwood, getting to the outside and then making that big cut back in for the Pacific Pools first down.
Gain of 33, and you're right. He just had great vision on that play, kind of heading towards the edge, towards the sideline, and at just right time, just cuts it right up the field, finding the gap. He's a hard man to catch when you're trying to track him down.
And now another handoff, and this one's bobbled. And I think Arrowwood manages to come up with that one. And that's crazy, Steve. That's now 3 times that we've seen that in a matter of a week. Osage manages to recover the fumble and pick up 2 yards in the process, but certainly not like how you pick up the 2 yards there.
Ball at the 40-yard line, managed the game too on the near fumble. 2nd and 8.
Maybe it's the wind.
The wind causing the
fumble. Yeah, the wind causing the fumbles. Happens in golf.
Lots of fumbles in golf. Yellow in the air here. Going to march us back. Looks like false start, illegal procedure of some kind.
And another mistake for School of the Osage here in the first quarter, Steve, as these start to add up a little bit.
So ball back at the 45.
Certainly don't like what we've seen from the Indians so far here. I think that's the second penalty, and we've seen 2 fumbles, Osage recovering their own and losing one on the first drive on 4th down. And, of course, if you missed last week, I hate to bring it up, but Osage right at the doorstep against Booneville, 2nd down and mere inches, a fumble on the handoff into the end zone. Booneville recovers and kind of changed the flow of that game. Good pursuit in the backfield. Arrowwood stays on his feet and gets back to the line of scrimmage before being brought down. So it's going to be 3rd down and long coming up. Maybe the first time tonight we'll see Maverick go through the air. 3:30 left to go here in this first quarter of play.
Aside from that fumble on the first drive, they've converted all their 3rd downs here. A big one here because this is 3rd and long, third way, say 13 here. Might be the first time we see Osage put the ball in the air. If they can get a good gain, make this, it could be
2 down
territory if they can make the 4th down reasonable.
If they run here, you know it's likely they're going to go for it anyways. A punt from Maverick here wouldn't be too bad either if he could manage to angle it. 3 wide receivers out left. Takes the snap, gets it out quickly.
Oh.
Almost bobbled, and now it is bobbled, and it's going to be called an incomplete pass. Trying to get it out to Drake in space, and they throw it out there to him, and he had it, he lost it, he had it, and then he lost it. And listen, this isn't college or the NFL, Steve. If that would have been called a fumble, there's no review on that. So it's up to almost the referee's discretion as to what he thinks happened there. Winds up calling it an incomplete pass. Osage will retain possession, 4th down and long now.
Well, it seemed clear that he never really had possession. Definitely
I know
a little bit.
And you know that. But does that referee know?
I want everyone else to know that we know that.
I know you know. Snap is back to Maverick. He's looking to throw. Back the other way, goes to Drake Williams. The fake punt is set up. Now Drake trying to get into space, breaks one tackle, stays on his feet, spin move near the first down marker, and I think he got it, Steve.
Yeah, he does.
So we've seen Maverick be a very competent punter this season, but this short field, Osage coming out in the punt formation. Maverick gets it out to Drake quickly, and Steve, Drake, obviously the fumble on the first drive on 4th down, and then that bobbled catch right there. I like going back to him in that situation, and Drake was the one that got that Pacific Pools first down.
You talk about yards after catch. He wasn't going to get that first down where he caught the ball. He had to work hard for that.
Now faking the handoff. Maverick looking downfield, has Colt Butler back behind the defense, and Colt in and out of his hands. Incomplete. It was there, Steve.
Just a tad behind him. He had to kind of turn back on his route to try to catch that ball. Just could not bring it in. it definitely would have been an impressive catch, but he has hands on it. And, they say if you can receivers, if you get your hand on the ball, let's bring it in.
2:25 left to go here in this first quarter. 2nd down and 10 coming up for the Indians.
I do like the call.
I do too.
It's the first time we've thrown the ball when we really didn't have to throw the ball.
Good play action. Really drew the defense up and gave it to Butler then. Now Drake going right side, cuts back in, has a blocker in the second level. Stays on his feet, spins, one guy to beat. Stays on his feet some more, pushed near the end zone and brought down at the 3-yard line.
Wow, that's just all fight in there, all the way within, what do you say about the 3-yard line is what I'm looking at? And he was fighting all the way, running downhill there.
How many times last week, Steve, did we see him get into that second level and have that lead blocker, and he's just pushing him in the back down the field to get that block downfield, gets it right there, gets the big gain inside the 5-yard line.
Remind me a little bit of his brother there on that one. Lots of fight in him.
This snap goes to Arrowwood, and he is across the goal line and in. Osage on the board, 6-0. Brock Arrowwood puts it into the end zone once again, leads the Indians in touchdowns this season, and that's another one for him.
Hey, doing what he does best. He doesn't need much space. Just slicing and dicing the defense, going right up the gut and the heart of the defense. Find and pay dirt. Taking that ball home where it's supposed to be.
And that Arrowwood touchdown is for the fans. Extra point is pending. Snap back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. Osage goes up 7-0 over Southern Boone. 1:52 left to go here in the first quarter of play. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
It's football season in Missouri, and nobody gets you to the game and all across Missouri like Lake Ride Pros. Ride in style with their award-winning fleet. Suburbans, limo party bus, Mercedes luxury sprinter, and their 37-passenger luxury shuttle bus. They're Missouri's best private transportation, proudly supporting the Osage Indians and your Kansas City Chiefs. Book your ride today at LakeRidePros.com. Download the Lake Ride Pros app or call text 573-206-9499. Use promo code Football 2025 and call Lake Ride Pros today.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game. On your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
A Brock Arrowwood touchdown after a fake punt on 4th down near midfield puts Osage up 7-0 over the Southern Boone Eagles. Osage set to kick this one away. 1:52 left to go here in the first quarter. Drive summary, Steve.
Hey, the best medicine is a long drive and scoring touchdown, right? We have 8 plays, 75 yards. We get the ball at the 25-yard line. A result of a turnover on downs here. 5 runs for 63 yards, 3 passes for 17 yards. Just had the one penalty I see. So, hey, that's good medicine there for a team that needed it.
Kick is away and going to go into the end zone for a touchback, and Southern Boone will take over at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Our next broadcast will come to you live next week. We'll be back at School of the Osage for the regular season finale against St. Francis Borgia.
I can't believe you just said that.
Why?
Regular season finale. It's hard to believe. I mean, are we really already looking at that? That's amazing.
It feels like just yesterday we were going up to Sedalia for the Jamboree.
Oh, my goodness, it does.
And now look
Our
at us.
family's grown. We got Wild Wild West with us now.
Oh, I thought you meant you had a kid.
No, been there. Different stage of life.
That's fair.
I'm going to pass that baton off to you.
Look at this. The Osage starting goalie in the crowd tonight.
Ooh. You know, I hear on the side he plays low basketball.
Does he?
That's what I've heard.
You know, when he's in goal, he's like an octopus. 1st and 10 for Southern Boone. 2 wide receivers out right. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right now, gets it to his man. Out to the sideline, knocked out after a gain of about 7 or 8.
Feels like everything's going through the quarterback for Southern Boone. Spotting that ball at, what, the 27-yard line, we'll say?
Yeah, we'll say 2nd down and 2, 2nd down and 3. Your call.
Well, the choices are good.
I gave you options. Somebody's chair broke back in the studio. Hope Nick is okay back there. 3 wide receivers out left. Now man in motion, going left to right. Handoff up the middle. hit at the line of scrimmage and knocked back a gain. Looks like they're going to give him maybe one, so it'll be third down and extremely short coming up. What if the pylon said that, Steve? What if it just said extremely short?
Like, are you suggesting the pylon actually speak?
Yeah. Talking pylons.
I think that'd be great. And by pylons, do you mean the
LED things?
Yes. Because aren't the pylons actually, the ones marking the end zone?
Okay,
there?
save it for halftime.
Just trying to give you an education, my friend. Thought that's why I was here.
That's what we call you, the educator. Steve, the educator Adams. Third down and short for the Eagles. Looking to throw on third and short. Now the quarterback takes off. Near the sideline, he's hit, throws it back behind the defense. Colt Butler goes up, makes the interception. And a turnover for the Indians. Great read as the quarterback rolled out to the right. They have a linebacker, Steve, that's just spying on him and following him everywhere he goes so he can't run off and take off. I think that was Wilkes spying, and the quarterback tries to find something down the field. Colt Butler jumps up, makes the interception.
And honestly, it looked like he had a step on him. It looked like Butler's just so
great
quick.
Recovery.
And the pass just was right where it needed to be for us to get that interception. If he had led his receiver just a little bit more, it might have been a big down for them, big gain, chunk yardage there. But Colt Butler making the play that he needed to make.
Instead, it's 1st and 10 at the 50, and the ball goes to Drake Williams, and he gets a big one. Beats the defense, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, one play, one touchdown, 13-0, School the Osage.
And that drive summary would be pretty easy right there. You talk about just two explosive plays right in a row. Colt Butler being the specialist on defense, tracking down that thrown ball and getting the interception, and then just handing that ball right off to Drake Williams, and he was gone before, untouched on that play for sure.
What back-to-back plays, Steve, just absolute gut punches to this Southern Boone team. They turn the ball over with the interception on third down and short, and then the big run from Drake Williams for the touchdown. Extra point pending, 53 seconds left to go here in the first. Snap back, hold down, kick is up, and it is good. Osage up 14-0 here with 53 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Take a break, come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Rock Island Insurance, the pro team for your insurance needs. At Rock Island, they keep you on track with coverage you can afford for home, vehicle, property, casualty, and life. Juke the big hits. And let Rock Island Insurance block the way when it comes to your insurance needs. A proud supporter of our Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Rock Island Insurance, keeping you on track. This is Osage Indians Football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
A 50-yard run from, sorry, I stole your thunder, Steve. A 50-yard run from Drake. And Steve, in the pregame, if you tuned in and listened to us, what did we say? When Osage puts the other team in a position where they have to throw the football, they make teams pay for it. But here's the thing. Third down and 2.
You don't have to throw the football. I was just thinking, Southern Boone, you're not following the recipe here.
And so many teams this season have hurt themselves by running the ball effectively against the Indians and just deciding to go to the air for whatever reason. And tonight, that's magnified even more here in the first quarter. Brady Clark kicks this one away. It's going to land right at the 2-yard line. It is bobbled, and he has to pick it up. Now trying to recover. Here comes a flag on the play, but he is brought down near the 10-yard line. We'll see what the flag is.
Yeah, you can tell Southern Boone's putting a lot of confidence in their quarterback, right? Giving him lots of chances, quarterback keepers, running the ball, throwing the ball, and I just think that plays to our strength. Like you said, we're designing our defense in a way that we're putting a spy on him. And again, our defensive backs are talented young men.
Yeah. So it's going to be holding on the return team. That'll take it back half the distance. Steve, I have an idea. Why don't you and I one night go out to the football field and we'll try and field Brady Clark kickoffs? Because apparently there's an issue with it.
Because we would be the ones to test that theory.
Well, I would show you how to do it. You look like that guy. I know it in my heart. 1st and 10 from their own 5-yard line. Multiple receivers out, but it's going to be a quarterback keeper getting to the right side. Now cutting back in, running into his own blocker, and picking up.
He will not go down.
Keeping the legs churning, picks up about 6 before being brought down.
Spotting the ball, looks like 12-yard line, we'll say.
Second down and 3, second down and 4. 25 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Osage up 14-0 over the Southern Boone Eagles. We'll see if they get a play off here before the end of the first quarter. 4 wide receivers out. Under 10 seconds to go on the clock. And they will. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Now pump fakes. There's that spy, and he's up in his face. Overthrow. And then just almost in the right spot. It's going to be a late hit on the quarterback, though, as looks like they're going to get a first down out of that. Saw the flag come in. You hear the disdain of the fans around us.
I think we need to cover a game like this every week.
Well, sure.
Hearing all kinds of opinions around us.
Depending on where we're playing, that might be a possibility. 1 quarter of play in the books, and after one, Osage up 14-0. We'll take a break, come back with the start of the second. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At Central Bank, we've brought the home loan process closer to home. All of our lending decisions are made locally, right here in your community, so you get quick answers and loans that are tailored to meet your needs. So whether you're just starting your home buying journey or well on your way, Central Bank can help turn possibilities into realities. Apply online at centralbank.net or at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. We do banking better. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Years ago, I established a name synonymous with honesty. And today, Honest Abe's Home Services carries that torch. Ensuring your home safety with certified and insured professionals. Was the last handyman tinkering with your cottage certified? If not, my friends, you are gambling with your comfort and safety. Honest Abe's doesn't cut corners. Every technician is certified through Missouri Propane and fully insured. Because peace of mind should be a right, not a privilege.
Honest advice, honest prices, Honest Abe's. Call honestabes.com.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game. On your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
As we start this second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. First play, and it's going to be a fumble on the pitch out on the option there, and they are going to lose yardage as they try and set up the option over there. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West, holding down the camera, and Nick back in the studio for us tonight as we are up here in Ashland as the Indians are taking on Southern Boone 14-0 after 1 quarter of play. Osage out in front, and Southern Boone losing 7 yards on that play.
6-7.
There's a 7-6 gang up here, though.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
It'll take off. Give it time. Second down and long for the Eagles. Quarterback moving some people around pre-snap. Now takes it, and here comes a flag. And they're going to say offsides on the Indians.
That's the second time.
Well said, Steve.
Well, I don't know what's going on there, but that's the second time they've thrown that flag. I just wonder, like you said, is somebody's lining up there in the neutral zone? I didn't see anybody.
Yeah.
Who do you want me to tell what?
Go down there and tell the kid lining up.
I think they can hear me from here.
If you're not going to throw a flag on the offsides on tush push, just don't do it at all. That's what I say.
That's a different league, I think.
They did call it last night in that game.
Did they really?
They did.
So where are we spotting the ball now? We gained about 5 there.
Yeah,
so
second
26.
down and 11 here for Southern Boone. Man in motion, right to left. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback rolls out to the right. Has his man in the second level, and he's run out of bounds just shy of the 50-yard line for a first down. As Southern Boone tries to get some positive momentum going, they will have the ball first and 10 at their own 43-yard line. 10:43 left to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control.
Not seeming to change their approach here. Again, we've seen a lot of teams have success against Osage by running the ball, and they seem to be pretty balanced here, but a lot of that's going through the quarterback. 3
wide receivers out right for the Eagles. Now man in motion, right to left. Takes the snap. Quarterback keeps it. He is hit in the backfield, wrapped up, and brought down for a loss.
Nick Joyner. Yes.
Okay. Just because you hear the same thing.
Do you think I was trying to one-up you?
You always are, Steve. You always are. Of course, we will have Stevie Madison coming up tonight at halftime, where Steve's going to take on 6th grade questions, but I got to tell you, listeners, this is like college prep 6th grade tonight. We have taken a drastic step up from 5th grade to 6th grade, Steve.
Wait a minute. These questions have been pretty easy so far.
Yeah, well, we're not on the states of water anymore. Yeah, we're taking some hard classes tonight, Steve. I don't feel good for you. 3 wide receivers outright. Quarterback rolls out to his left. Wilkes chasing him down in the pocket. Now cuts him back in, hits him, takes him down for a quarterback sack. And there's that quarterback spy. Defense working once again. Wilkes just following the quarterback wherever he goes. If he decides to roll out on a bootleg, Wilkes is with him every step of the way. And this time, Jaden was the one who got to him, took him down for the quarterback sack. 3rd down and 18 coming up for the Eagles. And Steve, he had 3 receivers outright and then rolled out to the left. Just was looking for something, but didn't really have anyone on that side of the field to go to.
Yeah, you just look at how teams match up. And I'm telling you, this Southern Boone offense does not match up well against what Osage is bringing defensively.
Look at this. Everyone in tight, just one receiver right next to the quarterback. Now trying to bunch stuff up. Quarterback looking to throw. Rolls out to the right. Wilkes chasing him down, throws it over the middle. Pass is completed. The brought down at the 46. Good tackle by Colt Butler, and that's going to be 4th down and about 5 or 6 now.
Yeah, and that's what a quarterback can do if you give him enough time, right? They're pretty good protection.
Yeah, just a 3-man rush right there with Wilkes kind of following him everywhere he went.
Had a lot of time to eye that field, had a lot of time for his receivers to try to find space there.
Now, whenever I say a quarterback spy on defense, Jaden's role is not to rush the quarterback. He is just shadowing that quarterback at the 2nd level, going back and forth with him. And if he decides that the quarterback decides to take off, that's when Wilkes will step up and make his move. And that's a beautiful design on the defense. Sometimes it's almost akin, Steve, to like a box and one in basketball, where you're like, we're going to key on shutting down this one guy. Timeout on the field by Southern Boone. Again, we'll remind you our next broadcast will be next week back at School of the Osage, the regular season finale. And if things hold up like they are right now through next week, Osage will likely have a bye heading into Class 3 District 4 play. So we would take a week off. And I don't know what we would do with our time,
I don't know. We better find someone else to follow. Let's go watch a game somewhere.
Book a cruise or something.
Just a Friday night cruise?
I'm talking like the Tom Sawyer.
Oh, okay.
The Commander. Those still around?
I have not heard of the Commander.
That was the other one whenever I was 10.
I had no idea. I'm aware of the Tom Sawyer.
That was my very first job ever at Lake of the Ozarks. I worked for Paul and Shirley Schaefer at the Tom
remember
Sawyer.
Paul Schaefer.
How could you forget him if you met him?
Yes, you wouldn't.
No.
I met some legendary people when I moved up here. And
you moved into quite a staff at School of the Osage at that time. Looks like they're going to step back to punt. Schreiman will step back to receive. Now, we did see Osage run a fake punt from this area of the field earlier in the night. Let's see what Southern Boone does here on 4th down and 6 near midfield. Snap is back. They run it out. There's a rugby-style kick, and it is away. Takes a bounce, and off of Schreiman's hands, he has to go back to get it. Now cuts back in, spin move. Splits 2 defenders, trying to find some blockers downfield. Now just puts his head down and gets back to the 15. So Schreiman fields that ball at the 2, and then runs about 40 yards to get 13, Steve.
Oh, man. Let's be honest. That was a bold move, just putting his hands on the ball. It was a low punt, just screaming towards the end zone. And I want the ball. He gets his hand on it. He kind of escapes his hands. He has to run backwards to chase it down a little bit, and it looks like he's going to get tackled around the 5-yard line or so. He finds the space. That young man is absolutely fearless. Love watching him play.
So 1st and 10 coming up for the Indians. Their first possession here in the 2nd quarter. Maverick next to Drake and Brock. Takes a snap, hands this one off to Drake Williams, right side. Good hard run from Drake, picks up 8, going to be 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Second down.
Maybe 2nd down and 3, we'll say. Good hard run from Drake. Had those couple bobbles there in the 1st quarter, Steve, and he has been playing big ever since. Takes a snap. Hands this one off to Arrowwood. Now Arrowwood trying to get to the outside, and he keeps the legs churning near the 1st down marker, maybe enough for a Pacific Pools 1st down. And it is a first down for Schooley Osage.
Ball about the 25-yard line, gain of 3, and that was just enough here for the first down, maybe just a little bit beyond.
Who has a better cutback, Steve? Brock Arrowwood or Drake Williams? I know.
Yeah, that's a tough call for sure. We had a really good view of Arrowwood's cutback here on that big play on their first drive. I'm gonna give it to Arrowwood here.
All right, I'll go Williams.
Subject to change.
This one goes to Arrowwood. Right side, and there's that cutback we talked about. Just trying to work him towards the sideline, Steve. And Brock Arrowwood is not going to just willingly go out of bounds. He wants the contact, and he goes back into it. And guess what? Picks up an extra 3 or 4 and gets another Pacific Pools first down.
Gain of 11. Ball just past the 35, looks like the 36-yard line. And Arrowwood heard me. He heard your question. He heard my answer. He's like, let me show you. Let me show you who's the best.
I'm going to vindicate Steve, is what he said. All right, Drake, now it's your turn. Let's see what happens here. Maverick gives this one to Arrowwood. Nowhere to cut back here as it's right up the middle, and it's a good, hard run near the first down. He is picked up off the ground and taken down. But it is enough for Pacific Pools first down.
Ball all the way to, it looks like, the 47-yard line. And he was completely lifted off the ground as they were trying to bring him down.
Not the biggest airtime we've seen tonight, as we did see a couple planes land on the way in, Steve. And I've already talked to Denny Benny about getting his private plane for districts, so don't worry.
His private plane, or our? Like we're going to use his private plane.
Well, he already said no. I should have led with that. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off, and met immediately in the backfield and spun down as Arrowwood.
Hey, one of the first times we've seen the Eagles get in our backfield and get contact here on a running back. So we're going to lose a couple here, spotting the ball back at about the 42.
Yeah, going to be a loss of 5, a big play right there. And just, hey, listen, there's nowhere to cut back there when you got a guy right in your face as you're getting the football.
Yeah, that's all about just keep hold of the ball, don't lose it.
So Dubs and Wall move left to right. Coach Jolly will take a timeout. We'll take one as well. 5:49 left to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage up 14-0. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
This is Osage Indians Football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Second down and long coming up for the Indians after this timeout. 5:49 left to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage up 14-0. We're live on MoSportsZone.com and on YouTube at MoSportsZone. Find the live tab on there. You can find other local area games, including Eldon, Camdenton, Versailles, Warrensburg, Waynesville. Where do I stop? Bolivar, St. Louis, Chicago, Canada. This handoff goes to Drake Williams. Right side now cuts back in, hits the second level, and almost back. Yeah, actually it is back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up for School of the Osage. Do Canadian high schools have football?
I love it that you think I know that. But I'm going to say
this is a 6th grade question. Every 6th grader would know
That's
this.
That's part of our curriculum.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Canadian sports.
Let's talk about Canadian sports, eh? They would have. Yeah, they play arena football up there in high school, Steve.
I'm sure they do.
I would love to call just one. It's just madness. 3rd down and 10 for the Indians here right near midfield. 2 wide receivers out right. Maverick takes the snap, now pitches it out. No, fakes the pitch. Comes back towards Ethan Wall, looking for a block. Cuts back in. Now trying to pick up some yards, gets a block, second level, slips one tackle with a stiff arm. 30, 25, 15, 10, 5, stays on his feet into the end zone, touchdown.
Hey, that doesn't happen except we have a block set up. So he throws the ball back against kind of the direction of the play. Right, Ethan Wall catches it, and big old 55. Is that Wilson? So he sets the block. So we've got a defender there just about ready to shut that play down. He kind of sniffed it out there. He was right where he needed to be. Wilson sets the block, sets Wall free.
And then it's Wall from there, with the stiff arm, the cutback, and then just beating people down the field to go up 20-0 on that huge 3rd down and 10 play. Snap is back, hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 21-0 on the scoreboard. 4:48 left to go here in the second. We'll take a break, come back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whoa, Central Ozarks Medical Center, your health, our mission.
COMC has been providing quality health care in central Missouri since 1979. From primary care, OBGYN, pediatrics, senior health, dental, and behavioral health. Go to centralozarks.org for a location near you, or call 877-406-2662.
COMC, the healthy place to be.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
A 3rd down and 10 touchdown throw to Ethan Wall. Steve, what's the drive summary look like?
Now I'm going back here. So we've got 7 plays for 85 yards, 6 runs for 32 yards, and the 1 pass for 53 yards. And I'm telling you, the ball did not go through the air 53 yards. That was about 50 of that carried by Ethan Wall, set up by the just perfectly timed and placed block by Grant Wilson.
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you, and I'm going to say something that might not be great, but that play had no business going for a touchdown.
No, it did not.
But it did due to the effort of both Grant Wilson and Ethan Wall, and now a bobble on. See, we have got to get out on the field, and we have got to track down some Brady Clark kicks. That one's bobbled and immediately covered up, so it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up.
So you're saying these high school athletes that practice basically all year round receiving these kicks, that what we would be better than that? Is that what you're suggesting?
I think I would. I don't think you're listening. I think I would be better.
Well, you keep saying we should get out there. So
well, I want to make sure that I show that I'm better than you.
So this is kind of a before and after thing, good and bad. I
don't know what that means, but yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm starting to get my role.
4 wide receivers out for the Eagles here late in the second. Throw goes out to the sideline,
nice
and the hit
pop.
is made immediately as that's Brock Arrowwood over there on the sideline. Still a pickup of about 2, but nothing more after that, after the quick pop from Brock Arrowwood. 2nd down and 8 coming up now.
Just timed that perfectly, arrived almost at the same time that the ball did, and just popped him right out of bounds.
That's what should have happened on the Ethan Wall play. The defender had the opportunity to kind of be there when Wall caught it, but Wilson able to recover, set the block, and then Ethan Wall takes care of the rest on the huge touchdown. Now 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Eagles, under 4:30 left to go here in the second. Handoff off the man in motion, hit in the backfield and brought down, and that's 24. Yeah, that's Turnier out there. And we haven't said his name a whole lot this season, and normally in the backup running back role, but he makes the big play in the backfield.
Turnier had a great night Monday night. I got to catch a little bit of action watching him play JV at the JV level, and he's pretty special. He's going to be fun to watch moving forward.
Him and Christian Herring, I bet.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Osage has a slew of running backs coming up in the ranks, and we have to worry about that position.
Now 3rd down and 11 for the Eagles. Man in motion right to left. 3 wide receivers out left. Looking to throw over that way.
Boy.
Defender falls down. Catch is made near midfield. Brought down. Going to be a 1st down. And you saw, I didn't see exactly who it was, but you saw the defender over there, Steve, fell down. So that wide receiver wide open.
Yeah, nice throw and catch, and really just perfectly placed ball. And I think we were lucky just to stop him for that gain. Nice play by our other D-backs here covering up for that.
Clock running, 3:13 left to go here in the second quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control. Osage out in front, 21-0. Southern Boone driving after picking up that 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. 2 wide receivers out. This one's handed off up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage. Legs still churning, picking up about 3 before being brought down. 2:50 left to go. Again, we have Stevie Madison, 6th grade, coming up at halftime. And, folks, I implore you to come back because it is going to be a wild one tonight in that
3.
segment.
Oh, man, you're just... Folks, that's a great time to, I don't know, restroom break.
Apple picking, pumpkin carving.
I'm sure you have better things to do than watch me embarrass myself.
Cut your own hair. 2:23 left here in the second as this one winds down. Man in motion out in the flat. Quarterback looking to throw. Pump fakes. Now rolls out to the left. Wilkes chasing him down. Hits him. Stays on his feet. Tiptoeing down the sideline, but I think he stepped out of bounds. But past midfield into Osage territory and a first down for the Eagles.
Ball right at the 45-yard line of Osage here. 1st and 10, as you said. 2:13 on the clock. And so this is a big, big drive for the Eagles here. They'd love to crack that goose egg on the board, go into halftime with some momentum, and they'll get the ball coming out of half. So a successful drive here is really big for the story tonight for the Eagles.
Very astute points from Steve Adams. 4 wide receivers out. Now man in motion out in the flat. It's going to be a quarterback draw. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Now knocked back. And now it just becomes a pushing fight. Oh, did you hear that announcer? Stopped by a tribe of Indians.
Tribe of Indians.
That's our thing.
Is that a new thing? Or is that
No.
what? I've not heard that before. Just kidding, folks. I passed 6th grade. For 5th grade.
I was going to say, you passed 5th grade for sure. Snap is back. Quarterback looking to throw. Quick out on the sideline. Drake Williams spins him down, I think out of bounds. And it's short of the first down marker. Going to be about 3rd down and 4.
The ball about the 38-yard line. Gain of 5.
1:43 left to go here in the second quarter. Clock stop as he was spun out of bounds. This is 4-down territory for the Eagles. So may try and run it here to get it, to set up something shorter for 4th down. You always got to watch these quarterback keepers, these quarterback draws, Steve. 4 wide receivers out. Looking to throw. Now rolls out to the left. Wilkes meeting him out there, hitting the backfield, and going to be brought down for, well, he wasn't brought down, stays on his feet, but still loss of forward progress and a quarterback sack and a loss of yards.
Yeah, the ball all the way back on the other side of the 40-yard line. We're going to say the 41. These 3rd downs here for defensively for Osage have been big. 4th down, and what are we looking at? 6 maybe here?
I have it at 7.
If I would have said 7, you would have said 6.
You're right. I have the mentality of a 6th grader. 3 wide receivers outright, 1 solo left. Man in motion in the flat. Now the quarterback looking to throw. Rolls out. And that's not going to be enough to get it, Steve. A pickup of maybe 2, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. Just nothing downfield for the quarterback. And once again, Steve, 4 wide receivers with that man in motion outright, and he rolls to the left. With the spy, you're going to the short side of the field already. Just not a whole lot of space over there to work with. You pick up a yard before getting knocked out of bounds.
So Osage with the ball with 53 seconds. Southern Boone, if you're counting turnover on downs, that's their 3rd turnover of the night, right? We have the interception twice. We have stopped them just on downs.
4 receivers now, Drake in motion.
Oh, get an early start here on this side of the field.
Did you get a good look at that one, Wes? Yeah. Unfortunately, that was right on camera right here in front of us. So it'll be 1st down and 15. As Schreiman got a great jump. Just a little early on that one. And I'm not one to usually call out a player like that for a penalty, but it was right in front of us on camera. Now Maverick is going to hand this one off on the draw to Arrowwood. And we saw this go for big yardage last week. We're going to get back to the original line of scrimmage here on this one. Timeout taken by Osage with 44 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Nope, clock running. Sorry, no timeout taken. Play called in, 2nd down and 9 coming up.
Gain of 6 on that one.
2 wide receivers out left for Trusty. Maverick takes the snap, looks to throw. Good cut there by Schreiman. Makes the catch out near the sideline into Southern Boone territory. Easy first down.
Hey, that's the route that Schreiman was so excited about just a few moments ago. He got it going that time.
So Schreiman runs the out there, Steve. Now they run the exact same play, out and up, and try and get him down the field.
You think right now? You think they wait just a minute?
I think this is it. Nope, I think this is the same play. And Schreiman runs the out, and then they come back with the out and up. 3 receivers out right for Maverick. Takes the snap. Going to go out to the right, thrown just a bit short. Looking for Butler. And I think Maverick might have been hit on that one, too. I didn't get a chance to see that in the backfield. I was looking downfield. 21 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. Osage into Southern Boone territory, trying to add to this lead. Three receivers out right, Arrowwood in motion.
Ooh. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, okay. I was trying to figure out if they were saying that's a backward, like if that was a lateral, or if they called it a forward pass. It's always tough when it's like right at the line of scrimmage like that. Trying to get Arrowwood in motion.
Well, that's what the Eagles were hoping on, as they were going after that ball. It was, off his hands and onto the ground. Not getting that break, though. Incomplete pass.
18 seconds left to go. Osage at the 44-yard line. Man in motion, right to left. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off to Drake Williams, and he is met in the backfield and brought down for a loss.
Second time tonight that the Eagles have just met our running back, and we got players getting up a little slow after that collision. Drake Williams and whoever hit him there from Southern Boone feeling that blow. That was a hard, fast collision.
Yeah. Timeout on the field. Steve, let's send Brady out for a 62-yarder here. Let's just see what happens. Could you imagine? This crowd would be dumbfounded if Osage lined up for like a 60-yard field goal here.
I'd love to see it.
It'll be 4th down and long coming up here with 13 seconds left. The cheerleaders are throwing shirts out here. My fear is they're going to throw me like a men's medium.
A youth small coming your way, baby.
They're going to throw one up here, and it's going to be like an adult small that I can't fit into. Who am I supposed to give that to?
You and I need a couple X's in the size there.
Yeah,
I think.
Throw me whatever the biggest X you have. Throw it up here.
And they've turned away. No shirts.
No more shirts. They're definitely not throwing us
shirts. They got close. We got a shirt right down here in front of us. That does not look like a small.
No, it doesn't.
You want me to get
it? Yeah, ask her.
Ask her.
Maverick looking to throw on 4th down. Down the field has Arrowwood, who goes down.
7 seconds.
And that is enough for a first down. So Trusty finds Arrowwood down the field for the first down with 7 seconds left to go. Timeout taken on the field by School of the Osage. They are up to the 32-yard line with 7 seconds left to go here in this half. Again, Southern Boone will start the third quarter with possession. As we are live up here in Ashland, Missouri.
Started this possession, I think, on a 40-yard line?
Ish.
Had the penalty here, the 5-yard penalty, and marched into their territory. Ball right now at, it's hard to see through the players here.
32.
32-yard line.
Again, credit to Wild Wild West with the camera work tonight. Not a great situation for us. Small press box here in Southern Boone. They moved us across the field. We're up here with the Osage family and fans. And they have accepted us as one of their own. Maybe not you so much. You're the one that came with a plate of food tonight.
I did. I've got it's sitting there right there. I brought you some.
Just haven't had a chance.
You're focused on the mission.
Maverick looking to throw down the field. Ooh. And off the defender's hands with 2 seconds left. Throwing into double coverage down the field.
Who was our target?
Schreiman.
Yeah, Schreiman there. And Schreiman looked like he had a play on the ball. It's tipped off the defender's hands and almost had a chance at it here. We've got time for one more play, it looks like.
Let's kick it. Let's kick it.
Bring the Iceman in, we hear the crowd saying. I love it.
Listen, the Iceman's coming tomorrow because thank God this isn't next week because it's going to be cold out next week, Steve.
Is it?
It's highs of 60 every day.
Oh, my goodness.
That's Craig Allen with the weather report. Let's go over to Steve with sports.
I need to wear long sleeves.
Maverick off the play action, steps up in the pocket, looking down the field. Now finds Strymon out in the flat, cuts back in, breaks one tackle, goes down, and that's going to be the last play of the half. And Osage will take a 21-0 lead into halftime here tonight at senior night for the Southern Boone Eagles. A great bounce back for School of the Osage after last week's tough loss against Booneville. We will take a break. Come back with the Hy-Vee halftime show. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
It's football season, and your team to tackle all your fall boating and winterization needs is Kellysport. Kellysport backs our Camdenton Lakers, Osage Indians, and Mizzou Tigers. Your trusted dealer for Regal, Bennington, Tiara, Grady White, and Ski Nautique. Kellysport handles new and pre-owned inventory, offers financing, storage, insurance, and the best care since 1977. Walk into the end zone with ease when Kellysport leads the way. Look them up online or come in for the best customer service at the lake.
In a world where the real estate market is tougher than the gridiron, count on the play calling from Coach Matt Shrimp and the Berkshire Hathaway team.
Winners never quit and quitters never win.
When the deal is on the line,
the inches we need are everywhere around us.
Count on Coach Matt Shrimp and the Berkshire Hathaway team to deliver the results.
It's game time.
Touchdown!
Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Lake Ozark Realty.
Builders, craftsmen, you're the creators of spaces where people come together to work and call home. And you never settle. You need a partner who can live up to your standards. That partner is Mid-City Lumber, with the services and products that you demand. Like Milwaukee Tools, innovative tools that solve problems and increase productivity. Learn more about Milwaukee Tools and all the best products at MidCityLumber.com.
Mid-City Lumber, the contractor's resource from start to finish.
Custom railing stairs that gleam. Awnings made just like your dream. American Sun controls the name. Since 1985, they lead the game. Screen enclosures keep bugs at bay. Enjoy your summer every day. Family owned and local too. American Sun Control. Made for you!
Hitachi Energy in Jefferson City is seeking beginning and seasoned welders. No certification needed. Gain knowledge and expertise from their expert welders in their Hitachi Welding School. Enjoy a safety-focused and climate-controlled environment while you work. With a benefit package that starts on day one and pay up to $27 per hour, Hitachi inspires progress for a future that you and your family deserve. Join their diverse team of professionals today by applying at HitachiEnergy.com. Lake Ozark Quarry, selling rock to everyone. Call today, 573-569-5654. Look them up online and Facebook.
We sell rock. We sell rock.
You talk about the playmaker.
First touchdown of the game!
This is Osage Indians Football on KQUL Lake Ozark. It's the Hy-Vee Halftime Show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri for the Hy-Vee Halftime Show. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild Wild West with the camera tonight. And Nick back in the studio for us as he Googled it for us, Steve. They do play football at Canadian high schools. So
good to know.
Apparently that's on the Stover itinerary up there.
File that piece of information away in that part of my brain. I'm not going to need this very often.
What if you go to like trivia night next week, like true or false? At high schools in Canada, I might just take Nick to our next trivia night, Steve, if he's going to be a Google master.
I don't think you're allowed to Google that at trivia.
No. Osage up 21-0 here against the Southern Boone Eagles, and It's been a pretty good night for School of the Osage, really on both sides of the football. A little bit of a rough first drive for the Indians, but they have certainly turned it on since then on both sides of the ball. Steve, what do you have as far as, I guess, the drive? I guess,
I'll just throw some numbers at you.
I come to you with the drive summary, but now I want the drive summary.
So here we go. First half for Osage. They opened up, as you mentioned, that drive with the fumble. We were moving the ball. Had the fumble by Drake Williams, and it just was an uneasy feeling at that point of the game. It felt a little like things were carrying over from last week. But then we stopped them, turnover on downs, have a great second possession here. Arrowwood caps it off with a rushing touchdown. The next drive, another rushing touchdown. Then we have the passing touchdown in that third drive to go up 21-0, and some of that's big plays, right? So I'm looking at some big plays I think of are the interception by Colt Butler, right? That was just a very athletic play.
And then what was the very next play?
And the next play was that Williams when he busted the big run for a touchdown. So that was boom 50-yarder there I think. And then I think of that third play with Ethan Wall where he catches kind of the misdirection pass coming back on the other side of the field there, block set by Grant Wilson, and he goes for some 50 yards, right? So some Osage just doing to teams what we've seen them do, just tearing you up with some big plays. And again, I would just suggest that Southern Boone is not matching up well with what Osage. They're just matching up to Osage strengths, and we're doing really well there. Again, teams do well against us when they can run the ball against our defense, and we're not seeing that. We're seeing a lot of action by the quarterback, whether he's keeping the ball or throwing the ball, and sometimes that's working for him a bit, and sometimes that's hurting him pretty bad.
Well, we saw that on the first drive from Southern Boone tonight. They were moving the ball down the field, and then Osage got the fourth down stop. The deepest it's been all night tonight into Osage territory, and then that tweak was made, Steve. That quarterback spy was put in where Osage was like, okay, we're going to trust our secondary to cover these guys. Jaden Wilkes, you're going to follow this quarterback wherever he goes. And Osage now has more sacks tonight than they've had in any game this season against this mobile quarterback that gave them fits on the first drive of the night. And it's just been that one defensive tweak that has been the change for this defense in the first half.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. When you get to key your defense really off of one character here, one athlete, well, that's not hard to do. Whereas Osage, you got a script for Osage. You got to stop Arrowwood. You got to stop Williams. You got to be ready for Butler. You got to be ready for what Trusty can do. You got to be ready for Schreiman. And we got lots of weapons here that the Eagles are having a hard time stopping. We're just focusing on their quarterback, and we're doing a pretty effective job. But, again, we got the goose egg on the board. Anytime you're going to half and you've held the team without scoring, hey, that's a win for sure.
And again, even on special teams play, we saw the fake punt where Maverick came out, looked like he was going to kick it away, and just got it to Drake Williams. And again, I said at that time, I want to reiterate, Drake Williams fumbles on the first drive on fourth down for a turnover. The play right before, the third down, they get the ball out to Drake, bobbles it, tries to bring it in, bobbles it again, almost a turnover. Could have been called a turnover if the referee decided it had been a catch and a fumble. But then coming right back to him, saying, you know what, put it behind you. You're still our guy. We still trust you. Come on, like that's what I love to see. Just being like, we're not losing faith in you because we've had just kind of these run of bad plays. We're coming right back to you. And then he goes out there, makes the catch in the backfield, and has 13 yards to go, and he does the work. Like Maverick gets it out to him, but that's all Drake Williams, hustle, heart, determination, picking up that first down on the fake punt. That's been maybe the play of the first half for me, is saying, hey, we're still trusting this guy. We're coming back to him. And that's kind of been the play of Osage tonight.
Yeah, second maybe to that, just the first scoring touchdown was nice to see, okay, we're going to be all right. We're going to be good. And then I think that second touchdown there was like, okay, Drake's going to be all right, hey, we're going into halftime here with a comfortable, lead here. And that's the first time we've seen that in a couple weeks. Again, last week, it was tight, right, going into that half. I think we were down by a touchdown because we gave the Hail Mary right in the corner of the end zone. You go back 2 weeks against Hallsville, again, it was tight, 8-11, and we took over in the third quarter. But it's nice to have be in the position here at the halftime with a comfortable lead, and we'll see what kind of adjustments we can make here at half. Coming out again. Don't forget, this is a conference and district matchup here that we've got a nice lead here. Things are looking good. We talked about even as we were setting up for this game tonight, like, okay, we expect to win. But if we're not able to get this game, all of a sudden the whole season feels different. Osage so far able to right the ship from their loss last week in Booneville and get back on the trajectory of going, far into the postseason.
We'll see what the second half holds. Still have a ways to go here at halftime. We will take a break. Coming back from the timeout, we're going to have Stevie Madison, as Steve is going to take on some 6th graders at School of the Osage. Not like actually take them on. Like, it's not going to be like a wrestling match or anything. Steve's going to answer 6th grade curriculum questions asked by 6th graders from School of the Osage. And folks, you're going to want to come back and listen to this, because if you've listened to every episode up until this one, kindergarten through 5th grade was child's play. Tonight, Steve becomes a student, and we're going to see if he can step up to the challenge.
You're scaring me. Is this just a mind game, or are you just trying to, like, intimidate me? You're getting in my head.
I don't think I can get in your head, Steve.
You're getting in my head.
Impenetrable,
what do you mean by that?
impenetrable, Steve. So we'll take a break. Come back with Stevie Madison after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The Butcher Shop in Camdenton invites you to the Lake Ozark Biker Church. Services every 4th Sunday of the month, located behind the Butcher Shop in Camdenton. Feel the Holy Spirit at work and come have fellowship with the spirit of the Biker Church. The Butcher Shop is a strong supporter of the Camdenton Lakers, the lake community, and our Lord Jesus Christ. The Butcher Shop, your home for lunch and dinner, meats, and pre-made goodies.
At Lake Regional Health System, excellence is everywhere, in the care of a nurse and the dedication of a doctor. As our pursuit of excellence continues, we're proud to announce our membership in the Mayo Clinic Care Network. Their specialists and research supporting ours, because excellence lives here. Learn more at lakeregional.com/Mayo.
Where there's smoke, there's barbecue. Hi, I'm Greg Dierberg. You heard that right. No liquid smoke flavor at Dierberg's. It's all smoke fresh with apple and cherry wood at each one of our stores. From brisket and wings to my personal favorite, smoked salmon. If you can smoke it, Bob's Barbecue has it. It's time to rethink your BBQ and try something truly extraordinary. Stop by and see what's smoking today. It's fresh, it's friendly, and for slow smoke barbecue, it's Dierberg's.
Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, Hy-Vee halftime show. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams. Wild Wild West holding down the camera for us tonight, and Nick Beck in the studio. And it is time for the world's hottest mid-Missouri halftime segment in the nation. It is time for Stevie Madison. If you are new to this, it is just like the movie Billy Madison, where Steve has to answer questions from each grade. And if he gets them right, he passes that grade and moves on to the next grade the next week. Up to this point, he has passed kindergarten through 5th grade and has 6th grade tonight. The caveat is I go up to the schools. I went up to the Heritage Building. No, Mills no longer there. And then I went over to the upper elementary, and I get some students at School of the Osage to ask the questions to Steve. And earlier this week, I was up at the middle school. Some say the junior high. I say middle school.
That's fair.
And I got a chance to ask some 6th graders some questions. And folks, if you've been listening all season, the difficulty rating is about to be ramped up a bit. Steve, are you ready?
I think I've just made the questions seem easy.
Here we go.
Because
here we go. You know what? Let's just get it started. Question number 1. Here we go.
All right, getting 6th grade underway. I am here with Harper Metcalf, and Harper has a science question from Mr. Adams. And what is that question?
What are the 4 spheres of the Earth?
What are they?
Hydro, bio, atmo, and geo.
Now, have you had Mr. Adams in class?
No.
Okay, you haven't, so you don't know him. Do you think he'll get this right?
Maybe.
Maybe we'll see if Mr. Adams' sphere can get the geosphere right for the atmosphere. All right, thank you, Harper.
All right. You're right. This first question, man. Types of spheres?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, there's the one, the sky.
Circle.
Atmosphere.
Oh.
Okay, that makes the ball thing, but I think this is a different category.
Oh, my.
The ground, like geosphere.
Oh!
Yeah. Water, like hydrosphere.
Oh, my.
And like life, biosphere.
Are you kidding me right now?
Dude, this is 6th grade stuff.
We went from what does ice turn into when it melts to the spheres.
Well, water, hydrosphere. See, there's the connection.
I tell you what, I think it's because you put your glasses on. All right, 1 for 1, Steve. Way to go. Let's check out question number 2.
All right, I am here with Eli Sink, and that is short for Elijah, and he has a science question from Mr. Adams, and what is it?
What are the 3 types of heat transfer?
What are the 3 types of heat transfers? And we're not talking about making T-shirts, right? We're talking about actual heat.
Yes.
Okay, now Mr. Adams is a math teacher, and this is a science question. Do you think he'll get it right?
Probably not.
I mean, I guess you must know Mr. Adams a little bit if you think that, but I guess we'll see. Thanks, Eli.
You know, I've not met you, Eli, but I don't appreciate your lack of confidence in me. I mean, you not give me a chance.
Maybe he's listened to the
Does
first
Eli know that I could be his teacher someday? And he's like, probably not. Throwing me shade. We've never even met. Eli.
Well, let's see if you get it right.
Okay. Anyway,
Maybe
we're talking about types of heat transfer. There's, like my oven, convection, and there's conduction, and there's, what's the last one? Radiation. Radiation.
What is happening?
What are you talking about?
What is happening? How are you getting this? You were struggling with what color were the stars on the American flag last week.
Eli, in your face, man. In your face.
Wow. Well, let's just keep the ball rolling. Let's see if Steve can get number 3.
All right, next 6th grade question. I think I have a map-based question here. I got Chris Atler with me. And Chris, what's your question from Mr. Adams?
What are the 3 map types?
The 3 map types. Now, I only use one map. It's the one that I punch on my phone to show up in my car. Is that one of them?
Probably not.
No? What are the 3 map types then, Chris?
Physical, political, and climate.
So, Mr. Adams, math teacher, you think he's going to get this map question right?
I would hope so.
Let's find out. Thanks, Chris.
So, Chris, I don't know if we've actually met, but, I've crossed paths with Chris. Chris's mom is our assistant principal in our building, all right? So, Chris, smart guy here, very, very intelligent. Anyway, Chris, I'm a little disappointed that you think there are only 3 types of maps. I feel like there's maybe more than 3 types of maps, but,
What?
So, okay, what can I think of? I can think of at least 4, I think, but you have like the relief or physical map, you have like a topographical map, you have like a political map, you have like thematic maps, you have like climate maps. I mean, there's lots of different kinds of maps. Did I cover the 3 he was mentioning? I guess, So, so Chris, talk to your social studies teacher and learn about the other kind of maps. So can you do that?
I got to tell you, it's a rarity, Steve, but I'm at a loss of words.
It is a rarity, that's for sure.
I can't believe what I'm hearing here tonight. 1 question to go. Can Steve pass 6th grade? Here it comes.
And for the final question here in 6th grade, we're going to get right back into Mr. Adams' wheelhouse math. I'm sure he's already got the first 3 questions right. They were so easy. And I got Holly Phillips with me here, and she has a math question for Mr. Adams.
How many sections are there in a coordinate plane?
How many sections are there in a coordinate plane? Of course, I use a coordinate plane for everything, laundry, gas tanks. I'm a coordinate plane guy, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know if Mr. Adams uses it, but he is a math teacher. Do you think he's going to get it right?
Probably.
Probably. And how many are there again?
4.
Oh, right, I knew that. 4. Okay, yeah. Let's see if Mr. Adams can get it right now.
All right, Holly. And Holly, I think I know Holly. I think Holly is the daughter maybe of Chancellor Rebecca Phillips, but I'm not 100% sure there.
I don't do a genealogy with him beforehand.
But I do appreciate Holly's confidence in me.
Yeah.
I mean, probably. That's not a lot of confidence.
Well, from what you've been receiving so far, yeah.
I mean, does Holly know I teach math and we're talking about the coordinate plane and she just gives me a probably? So the coordinate plane divided by the x and the y axis, we have 4 quadrants is what we call them. Quadrants, 4. Come on, man. I thought you said it was getting harder this week.
Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, they're cheering. Oh, they're cheering for them. I thought they were cheering for me.
Steve Adams has passed 6th grade and will move on to 7th grade next week. I certainly thought the questions were going to be tough for Steve tonight, but he absolutely knocked them out of the park. Unbelievable. And, hey, I want to give a quick thank you to Courtney Steen. Let me come up to her class yesterday and get my recording in with all 3 grades, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. She was so accommodating, so helpful, and just an absolutely great person as well. So thank you, Courtney, for your help. And listen, that's it, Courtney. That's the only time I'm going to say something nice about you for the next 10 years. So you're going to have to deal with my snarky comments and everything else in between. But thank you for letting me come up and do that. It actually means a lot. And it was a ton of fun to interact with your students and have them ask the questions. Looking forward to the next 2 weeks as well. Congratulations, Steve.
Can I make this comment about the questions? Because they clearly did. The level of difficulty clearly increased. But here's what I know that happened from last week to this week. In the weeks previous, you've made up the questions. And in the weeks coming, middle school students made up the questions, and they got increasingly more difficult. What does that say? Were you just being nice to me, or?
Well, I don't think that's the case, because I would never do that intentionally.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, I just typed it. I think I typed into ChatGPT, like, what are questions all fifth graders should be able to answer by the end of the year? And, you know, you got, like, you write the letter S. I'm like, yeah, that's fair. All fifth graders should be able to do that by the end of the year. But on this one, like, I sat down with these sixth graders, and they had their iPad with apparently this program that just has their homework in it. Like, I just had access to their study guides and worksheets. So I worked with each student looking at, like, study guides and worksheets on what we could ask you.
Hey, so if I have a say in it, when we go to high school or when you go to high school, that I'll be okay if you start making the questions again.
I bet so. That could be, well, first off, you got to get there. And I can tell you that 7th and 8th grade are going to be just as difficult as tonight. But Steve passes 6th grade 4 for 4. Good for him. Let's talk about local sports going on in the area this weekend. Of course, the NHL season is underway, and the St. Louis Blues will be home for the Dallas Stars tomorrow. The Blues 2-2 on the season so far. Dallas 3-1. University of Missouri, a tough loss last week at home against the University of Alabama. They'll be right back at it in SEC action as they will take on the University of Auburn tomorrow. That is the away game. And Steve, can you believe this? That is Mizzou's first away game this season. First 5 games at home for University of Missouri. I think that's the only team in the nation to ever do that, maybe in a long time.
Auburn unranked, is that accurate?
That is correct. Auburn is unranked. They come into this game 3-3, Mizzou 5-1. And then let's see. I don't have the NFL pulled up here, so let me get to there. Of course.
Chiefs playing at noon.
Oh, do they?
On Sunday.
That stinks. How am I supposed to watch them if they're not on prime time? I don't even see
Raiders.
them.
Chiefs and the Raiders, right?
Oh, excuse me. The Raiders. They got to say it like Chris Berman said it. So the Chiefs will take on the Raiders this weekend. Of course, Pete Carroll there at Las Vegas. Geno Smith leading the charge as well. Always tough division opponent for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Rashid Rice back in action.
That's right. Rashid Rice back in action as well for the Chiefs as they got a win last week over whoever they played.
The Lions.
Sure, the Lions.
Yeah, the Chiefs beat the Lions convincingly.
Okay. They beat them.
They did. It was impressive. It's kind of iffy at first, but they took over. It was a great win. I felt like they were kind of coming back into form. Seahawks got a big win. I know you don't like talking about.
Let's talk about that. Yeah, let's talk about the Seahawks win. They beat the Jaguars, and honestly, who can't beat the Jaguars? Am I right?
Of course. Jaguars having a great start to the season.
Now, who did they beat?
They got a steal. They stole one from the Chiefs, I noticed.
The week before they beat the 49ers. Wow. So they beat the 49ers. They beat the Chiefs.
The 49ers, they have been.
Oh, here we go.
Lots of injuries.
Lots
of 49ers.
We've been really hurt. Hey, listen, if my fantasy team was any indication last week, everyone's hurt, okay? Yeah. Like, it was a bad week for me.
Yeah, how many points you scored last week in your fantasy team?
It wasn't pretty. Least I've scored in a very long time, maybe ever. I had guys hurt all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think the buys start, the injuries come in. It makes it tough in fantasy football for sure at this time of year, but it's still a good time.
They got one more London game tomorrow too, right? Yeah, the Rams and the Jaguars will kick it off on Sunday.
Hey, local sports you were talking about.
Yeah.
Just want to brag on Osage Volleyball.
That's correct.
Sharing the conference championship with Eldon, and got a tournament tomorrow, I think, in Versailles, and then I think they're due to start their district postseason play here. So congratulations. I think their final record, a regular season record before this tournament, was 15 wins, 5 losses. So great job. Great job, Osage Indians.
Yeah, never going to shy away from a conference championship of any kind. So congrats to them. Like you said, Osage leading here tonight against Southern Boone, score of 21-0. This is the High V halftime show as we get set to start the third quarter. And I think we've already had the best 3 minutes in high school football already on the board, Steve. We are winding it down.
It's my bonus 3 minutes every week of life.
3 minutes.
Every week, an old 3 extra. What am I going to do that Friday that we take a week off? No bonus 3 minutes.
Maybe we'll just go live on 102.7's Facebook page with questions regardless. Be like, all right, you got to pass sophomore year now, or whatever. I guess it'd be 8th grade. I mean, Hopefully Osage goes far in the playoffs because we got a lot of grades to get through still. So maybe we can go all the way up to like a state championship or something. Steve,
hey, you know, I think we'd all love that. I don't think the primary
for the halftime
the primary
show.
motivation is not the halftime show.
Yeah.
But I think
People would love it because they want to hear you answer questions, Steve. Can't get away from it. Our next broadcast will be live back at School of the Osage next week. It is the regular season finale as the Indians will take on St. Francis Borgia. Coming down from the St. Louis area. Osage looking to end the season on a high note. And if they can hold this lead here tonight, they will likely be the 1 seed in Class 3 District 4. And then another thing, we'll get into this next week as it gets closer, but St. Francis Borgia currently leads 3rd district, and the district champion of our district plays the district champion of St. Francis Borgia's district. I see you writing that down there, Steve.
yeah, I just think that's going to be. I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out.
So Osage set to kick this one away and get the 3rd quarter underway. And I have heard from the Lake Regional Injury Report that Drake Williams is out for the rest of the game.
That's interesting. That's all we know, right? Do we see him here on the sidelines? I'm looking for
that's
him.
just what I heard from my sources.
You've got some reliable sources.
Kick is away and fielded near the 5-yard line. Now following his blockers and getting up to about the 32-yard line, and that is where.
Christian Herring with the return there. We've seen that young man. He's pretty special, pretty talented.
I wonder if that might be who gets some of these carries in the second half.
I'll tell you, that game Monday night, there were so many names I heard. Some young guys carrying the ball effectively. We talked about Gage Turnier. Skylar Bax was a young guy I saw carry the ball. Scored a touchdown, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to see if I can remember some of these other names. But we have no lack of talent at the running back position. Krantz was another name I heard.
2 wide receivers out left. Now a miscommunication off the snap. Quarterback has to keep it. He's hit at the line of scrimmage. Ball comes out, and I think Southern Boone might have recovered it. And just you saw it, the handoff. He turned to hand it off, and there was just no one to hand it off to. And it winds up being a broken play.
Looks like lost a yard.
Looks like there might be an injured player down for Southern Boone as well. As we try and figure out what we should do here. Never know whether to take a timeout. Sometimes the player can get up and walk off under their own power, and sometimes trainers want to take a look at them a bit.
Scanning the sidelines here for Drake Williams. I don't see him, so I'm sure they're taking good care of him. Our trainer is out here with the team. Don't see Drake.
Yeah, we'll take a break real quick, come back and get you set here in the 3rd quarter. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Hey there, all you thrill seekers and outdoor enthusiasts. We've got a lineup that's sure to rev up your excitement. It's time to putt-putt to the Motor Hut and experience a winning combination like never before. We're talking about the perfect blend of touchdowns on the field and perfectly manicured lawns. And the best part, when you catch the Laker football action, you'll snag the best deals at the Motor Hut's outdoor equipment paradise. Camdenton High School Laker football and the Motor Hut, your ultimate champions this season. Get ready to cheer on and transform your outdoors with us.
This is America, where football means football.
There's only one place to hear Osage Indians football. Back to the game. On your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
All right, and the injured player got up under his own power, so we got 2nd down and long for the Eagles here. Now looking to throw over the middle. That pass is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Just jumping up and getting his big old bear paw in the way, Steve.
I think that's big old Charlie Crocker there. I ran into Charlie Crocker, I think, Monday night. He was leaving the football game as I was coming in, and he was a student of mine in 8th grade. I hadn't seen him for a couple years, and he's a big old boy.
I was going to say, you don't run into Charlie Crocker. Charlie Crocker runs into you. Boy like that out there, and he gets his bear paw up in the way. Bear cat paw, excuse me. Knocks that one down, makes it 3rd down and long now for the Eagles. 3 wide receivers out left. Takes the snap, looking to throw out left. Now comes back right, overthrows his man, and it's incomplete. Good coverage downfield for the Indians. And that'll bring up 4th down and 11 here on the first drive of the second half for Southern Boone. Not how they wanted to come out and start this second half.
Just got a congratulations text for passing 6th grade by Chance Phillips, who is apparently the father of Holly there. So I think he was surprised.
I was going to say, I wonder if Chance was surprised to hear his daughter. Apologies. I was just interviewed who was brought to me.
No, I was just saying, I think he was surprised that I passed 6th grade.
That's fair. And now this rugby-style punt is away down the field. And
it was dangerous.
Yeah, he got near an Osage player.
That was Christian Herring. It almost bounced off up there.
He got as far away from it as possible. So it'll be 1st and 10 for School of the Osage as they take over. First time here in the second half. Again, no Drake Williams. Apparent arm injury suffered there at the end of the first half. So Osage will have a different set of running backs out there.
Osage getting the 3 and out there defensively, and that's what you need coming out.
You got Herring and Turnier over here right next to Coach Jolly. So I would assume that might be who looks at some snaps. Colt Butler is going to get the call here on first down next to Arrowwood. Next to Maverick in the backfield. Dubs in motion, left to right. Maverick takes the snap, hands this one off to Colt Butler. He's hit immediately, stays on his feet, drags the defender a yard before being brought down.
Colt Butler on the carry, taken down by John Griggs. 2nd down.
Offense might look a little different here this half.
First time we have really seen Colt Butler go between the tackles this season, not just tonight. 2nd down and 9 coming up for the Indians. Pickup of 1 for Colt. Turnier and Herring on the sideline, ready to go in. Maverick next to Brock and Colt. Takes a snap, hands this one off to Arrowwood, and boy, oh boy, immediate contact and taken down. Maybe a loss of a yard on that one, back to the original line of scrimmage. Maybe a loss of 2 yards.
That's the 3rd time tonight we've seen an Eagle get into the back field and just punish our backs there. Brock Arrowwood getting the lick on that.
Listen, you play action 1 time over the top, and that shuts that down real quick. Got to keep the defense honest sometimes. Probably not quick, probably not smart to do right here on 3rd down and 11, though. 2 wide receivers out for Maverick. Takes a snap on this one, looking to get it out quick. Does so to Ethan Wall. He catches it past midfield, breaks 1 tackle, and then brought down past the 40. Going to be a first down for School of the Osage at the Southern Boone 39.
Ethan Wall just looking like a natural out there. Where has he been in the past few years? That was just impressive.
A couple times tonight, we've seen some speed from Ethan Wall that we really haven't seen this season.
Catching the ball on the fly, just really navigating just the space of the open field really effectively. Hard man to bring down. Gain of 25 on that completion reception.
1st and 10 after that. Pacific Pools first down. Robert Dubs in motion, left to right. Maverick takes the snap, now pitches this one out to Butler, trying to get wide. Out to the corner, cuts back in, gets a block downfield from Arrowwood, and that's another first down for School of the Osage. Good hard run from Colt Butler. Great blocking downfield.
Colt Butler saying, hey, I'm pretty good at the cutback as well now. Put me in the discussion.
All right, that's my choice then.
Walking the sideline there.
I'll pick whoever had the most recent great cutback, Steve. I am loyal to no one. 9 minutes left to go here in the third. Osage up 21-0, driving down the field. Pacific.
It's good quality of a friend right there,
just,
by the way.
A lack of loyalty.
I'm loyal to no one.
Everybody wants this.
Oh, Kelsey, I'm sorry.
Maverick takes the snap, now pitches this one. Misdirection out to the left side. Good block out on the edge. Butler breaks 1 tackle, spins off of it, brought down inside the red zone, and he wants a flag. Reached inside the collar there.
Oh, we're pointing the other direction.
Okay. Did they say it was a turnover? I see the fans over there reacting.
I did not see. That's on the far side of the field. Did not see that, but
I thought he was looking for a flag, but I guess that ball got ripped out away from him, and it's a turnover. Back to Southern Boone now.
Second fumble of the night for Osage.
I was very confused as to why their fans were cheering. I thought it was a penalty of some kind. 8:39 left to go. Another turnover. Second of the night for School of the Osage, and Southern Boone has the football.
Starting at their 15-yard line.
1st and 10. Starting quarterback back in the game. He was the one that was down on the turf earlier. 3 wide receivers out. Quarterback calls his own number, fakes the handoff. Now cuts back into the second level, hit by Herring initially, and then dragging a defender near the first down marker. Maybe enough for it.
tackle by Christian Herring. Second down.
Second down and 1 coming up for the Eagles.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Coming up on 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Osage up by 3 touchdowns. You can hear the cheerleaders. We are in a primo spot.
No doubt.
Tight formation for the Eagles here. 1 running back. Takes the snap, now pitches it out. Good cut back there, but right back into the defense. Still going to be enough for a first down.
Messing up for Eagle first down.
I tell you, that first down chant doesn't work if you have like a long name, Steve. It just doesn't.
Thank you for that clarification. You know, it just kind of occurred to me we haven't heard that much tonight.
Yeah.
Hasn't had many occasions to do the EA.
What if Brad Yoder was like, I-N-D-I-A-N-S? No, forget it. First and 10 for the Eagles.
I don't think that's going to fly.
No, we'll see. Overthrown, and the ball goes out of bounds there. Looking for the receiver out on the side. And as we don't have a program, so as the announcer just said, that pass intended for, at least that's what I heard. Second down coming up. I tell you, I do feel sorry for the people that have to sit around us tonight.
Nobody's given us any dirty looks, at least when I've been looking.
These people right in front of us have fingers in their ears. They don't want to hear it anymore. Apologies to them. Second down, handoff up the middle. Hit at the line of scrimmage, brought down, gain of about 2.
Ball at the 30-yard line. As much as we've said about the Osage defense, that they've struggled to stop the run, they have played pretty tight run defense here tonight.
Well, certainly nothing between the tackles tonight. Southern Boone has had good runs outside the tackles tonight, but nothing on the interior.
It feels like those runs have come mostly by the quarterback, though. I would suggest, I don't have those numbers, but it seems like he would probably be their leading rusher at this point in the game.
Agreed. 2 wide receivers outright for the Eagles here on 3rd down and 8. Sending the man in motion here now on the left side. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Here comes the blitz from behind. Quarterback scrambling. Now drills out to the right, looking for his man. Has him downfield, and he falls down while making the catch. So that catch is made right at the first down marker, and they're going to say that's enough for a first down. It looked like, Steve, that blitz was coming off the weak side, and it looked like it was going to get there for the sack. Quarterback with a heady move, though, just steps up in the pocket, rolls out, finds his receiver downfield.
Spotting the ball at what we're saying, the 38-yard line is what I'm seeing here. Gain of 8, just enough, as you said, for the first down.
6 minutes left to go, halfway through this third quarter. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Gets the ball out wide on the pitch. Now to the corner where he's met, knocked out of bounds. Big contact over there, gain of maybe 2. Second down and 8 coming up. Clock stops as he's knocked out of bounds. I don't want to insinuate that he's knocked out down there.
Nice dramatic pause there on your part.
As he's knocked out of bounds. 2nd and 8. This one's going to go up the middle into the line of scrimmage. Immediately met at that second level by Wilkes and driven back. Gain of maybe 2 with forward progress. Sets up 3rd down and manageable.
.44-yard line, it looks like.
3rd down about 4.5, 5.
The Eagles really just, they got to score in this drive to get back in the game here.
I mean, I get what they're trying to do here, but they are not in a position to have a long drive, take a lot of clock to get there, you know.
Got to break that goose egg first, though. Do anything you can to break that goose egg, and then we can, right now it doesn't seem like we have a game. They score, and then we can have that discussion.
Man in motion. 3 wide receivers out left. Looking to set up the fake screen. Now throws it over the middle, has his man middle of the field. Hit made by Schreiman, brought down, but Southern Boone into Osage territory. And it looked like they were just setting up that bubble screen over there And then they did the fake screen and then threw it down the field.
Ball at the 37-yard line. Gain of 19 on that completion. That's the big chunk gains that you're talking about they need to eat up some yardage with not eating that much clock.
3 wide receivers out for Southern Boone. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Going through his progression, flag down, throws it down the field, has his man over the middle, off his hands, incomplete. We'll see what the flag is.
Thrown just a bit behind him, had to turn to try to get that completion.
Going to be holding on the offense. That'll take him back a bit. 4:19 left to go here in this third quarter. Osage up 21-0.
Ball back to, 10 yards back here to the 47.
So Osage fumbling on their first possession of the second half, giving the ball back to Southern Boone, who has been meticulously driving down the field. Now push back on that holding call. First down and 20 coming up. 18, 19, what is it? First down and 20. They didn't change the scoreboard.
I'm so proud of your counting. 18, 19,
18, 19. 20. Well, all right, let me put my shoes back on. 2 wide receivers out on each side. Now sends a man in motion in the flat. Quarterback rolls out to the right. Now he's going to be flushed back to the left. Looking downfield, has someone over the middle. Caught and brought down near the original line of scrimmage. Going to be way short of that. Pickup of about maybe 7. So it's going to be second down and 13 coming up here. We're going to keep the 10-plus graphic up on MoSportsZone.com. I can only, I have so many buttons on this thing, Steve.
You've got them all doing something, don't you?
Trying to make the visual representation of this broadcast as good as it can be. Thankfully, Wild Wild West has been a big help for that. Even if he did make us late. Second down and long coming up the middle, just past the line of scrimmage where he's hit. And now they're back to just about the original line of scrimmage. So third down and 10 coming up. It was that wreck just past the river bridge, Steve. And we came through Jeff City in rush hour traffic, which there isn't a lot of rush hour traffic, but you can get stuck there.
For sure. Yeah, we were stuck there for a bit. But, honestly, we got here. We got things set up. And I don't know that if we'd gotten here any earlier, it would have changed our location.
No. Well, I appreciate, the quality time we had to get. Great game of truth or dare. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third.
Oh, no follow-up questions, please.
Man in motion right to left, 3 receivers out left. Now gets it out into the flat where he's immediately met by Christian Herring and brought down in the backfield.
Christian Herring, a junior, and I'm looking forward not just to this year watching him play, but he's just a look into the future of Osage football. He's going to do some good things for us.
Now fourth down and long. You know what I like that Osage doesn't do? They don't have all these guys on the sideline that do all the crazy hand gestures and signals and try and Maverick comes over, he gets the play from coach, and he goes back to the huddle.
Nobody's syncing their watches. This
isn't Back to the Future. 4 wide receivers outright. Fourth down and long for the Eagles.
Bringing the heat.
Blitz
he's on the
coming
run.
From the backside. Herring tracks him down and brings him down. Turnover on downs for the Indians.
2 plays in a row. Christian Herring changing the narrative here in the third quarter. Ball spotted back at the 46-yard line. That's where Osage will start their drive.
Boy, oh boy. Just as this season has kind of gone along, we have turned it up a bit. So 1st and 10 coming up for School of the Osage. And they'll take over just shy of midfield at the 46-yard line. As congratulations for Stevie Madison, still rolling in for Steve, as people are shocked that he passed 6th grade tonight.
I'm shocked as well.
1st and 10 for Maverick, hands this one off up the middle. That's Arrowwood, spun around right at midfield.
Ball, do we have a ball on the ground? They're acting like there was a fumble, but I don't see a change. Maybe people just falling down. All right.
Listen, you get people, Steve, spun around like that and being thrown down, and it becomes kind of a dangerous situation out there. I think of Aaron Rodgers last night getting tackled by his own lineman. Scary stuff, Steve. He didn't
It was
like
an act of celebration, right?
I guess.
Somebody wasn't celebrating.
Maverick hands this one off up the middle to Arrowwood. And he's past midfield into Southern Boone territory, sets up 3rd down and short.
Ball spotted at the Southern Boone, we'll say 46-yard line.
I always like seeing you figure that out, Steve. What yard it is. Under a minute to go here in the 3rd quarter. Osage trying to pick up this 3rd down. Maverick back in the pistol, takes the snap.
I got some obstacles in my way tonight.
Fakes the handoff. He's going to keep it, gets to the edge, now cuts back in, bowls over a man. I think there might have been a flag out there on the edge. We'll see. It's going to be holding on the Indians. It'll drive them back 10. So Maverick gets to the edge, gets enough for the 1st down, but Osage going to be driven back, and it'll be 3rd down and long coming up.
Repeat 3rd down.
Repeat 3rd down.
Pete and repeats.
So 3rd and long coming up. Let's see what Osage does here. Clock is running, but Osage will have to snap the ball before the end of the quarter. And I know there were some fans over here that may not have liked that call, but I think there might have been some holding out there on the edge, Steve. Don't tell anybody.
I noticed you said that a little quieter.
Oh, and that pass is picked off, and I think it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage as Maverick got rid of it. And it is a turnover going back to Southern Boone. So you take a look at that holding call, drives Osage back, puts them in a situation where they're trying to set something up, and winds up being a turnover back to Southern Boone. So the Eagles given a little bit of life here. 11 seconds left to go in the 3rd. Osage up 21-0.
Hey, one of the few times tonight that, Osage has been put into a place where they had to throw the ball. And again, when you can play defense against a team that they're going to throw, makes them one-dimensional, and the Eagles capitalizing off of that. See if they can get on the scoreboard.
3 wide receivers out. Quarterback calls his own number. Good job by Osage, driving him back in. And there comes a flag for the pickup and throwing him down. And Steve, we saw that happen earlier tonight. We saw it happen last week as well with no flag thrown, but maybe it was just a smidge too obvious on that one. I don't know. It winds up being a personal foul on Osage, and that's going to be an automatic 1st down for Southern Boone. And a gain of nothing turns into a gain of 15. Sometimes you just let the ambiance speak for itself.
No, it's hard to. I know what I can hear. I'm assuming that's translating over the airwaves.
If it's in our headset, it's in the listeners' headsets.
So spotting the ball, again, we're not in a great position to figure out. It looks like about am I seeing the 20-yard line here?
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. Clock was running. So Southern Boone will have the football on the doorstep of going into the end zone, but they've got to make up 3 touchdowns, 21-0 on the board. We'll take a break, come back with the start of the 4th quarter. After this, you're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
This is America, where football means football.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of the past, and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. It only takes 21 days to construct and ship. And listen to the Lakers take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling. For reliable products offered by reliable people, call DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
This is Osage Indians Football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
Back here in Ashland, Missouri, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Wild West on the camera, Nick back in the studio. Fourth quarter about to get underway. Osage up 21-0, but Southern Boone driving, trying to get themselves back into this one. 1st and 10 after the personal foul on the Indians. 2 receivers out to the left. And this one goes to the running back up the middle into the second level where he's hit and brought down, but near the first down marker and inside the 10-yard line. Going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Eagles now as they have a chance to get on the scoreboard here and get themselves right back into it, Steve.
Well, you could argue that this quarter is going the way of the Eagles, but they got to get on the board here, right? If all you're doing is eating up clock, then that doesn't help them. They've stopped the bleeding, but you got to do more than that and win this game.
Hands this one off up the middle into the pile, knocked back. And I think that was Herring that made the initial hit over there on the side, coming around the end. Pickup of maybe 1. So 2nd down and goal coming up. Yeah, I agree with the fan over here. I think quarterback is likely to call his own number in this situation, Steve. Maybe I give him the headset. He seems to be a little more animated than you are.
They all heard him. Hey, compliment the Osage crowd. They are well represented here.
Oh, this is a great crowd tonight.
I mean, they're filling up the visitor stands. There's a little bit of space around that, but not much.
I mean, people will travel long distances to not have to listen to us. 2nd and goal. Jumbo formation. Quarterback keeps it, and again, down the edge. Around the outside, Steve, they set up everyone to block in the middle of the field, and Osage just gets around the outside to make the hit on the quarterback. And he is slow to get to his feet. Looks like he's all right, and it's going to be 3rd and goal here. 10.5 left to go in this 4th quarter. More than anything, though, this works in favor of School of the Osage. Even if Southern Boone manages to get points on the board here, they've done a good job of making them already run 2 minutes off the clock in this quarter.
2-down territory, of course. Southern Boone can't settle for anything here but a touchdown.
Now you get into this wild situation where you likely have to throw it, and they will. Quarterback flushed out of the pocket. Now he's chased, brought back, going to be hit in the backfield and brought down. Quarterback sacked. 4th and goal coming up from the 14-yard line. Great coverage in the secondary by School of the Osage, and they add to their already record number of sacks in a game this season, Steve.
Loss of 8 on the play, and not just great coverage in the secondary, but great pursuit in our, just rushing the quarterback there. Again, he's a talented runner, but we just caged him in, right? And that takes a lot of just discipline. You got to know, you got to protect your lane. You can't get too far up the field and give him a gap to run through. Well coached, well played.
4th down and goal from the 15-yard line. Man in motion, 3 receivers out.
Ball on the ground.
Ball on the
Bad
ground
snap.
off the quarterback's foot. Now he's running. Chased down by Wall, rolls back the other way, looking downfield, trying to find anything, gets rid of it. Schreiman knocks it down, incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs, and this crowd showing their appreciation to the Osage defense with that bend, don't break attitude. And they broke the Southern Boone offense on that drive, stopped them from getting in the end zone. 1st and 10 off the turnover coming up for School of the Osage. 9:05 left to go here in the 4th quarter.
Is that the 3rd turnover and down I think we've had here tonight?
Now after the Indians, it's all about just taking care of the football, something you've struggled with at times tonight. Certainly looking to clean that up here to end this game out. 1st and 10, School of the Osage. Trusty next to Arrowwood. Hands this one off to Butler, goes right up the middle. Staying on his feet, getting pushed from behind before finally going down after a gain of about 6. Great hard run, great hard work from that lineman.
We got a couple players down the field, and that's the danger of letting a play like that go a little longer than what it seemed like the momentum was stopped. Blow the whistle. Let's keep people from getting hurt.
We'll take a break, come back. 8:53 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Injury on the field. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Take a break and make your escape to the hidden gem of the lake, Old Kinderhook. Golf the finest course and dine at the best restaurant, their trophy room. Happy hour is 3 to 6. Enjoy prime rib Friday and Saturday. They've got a wine list that matches its cuisine and spa for your golf swing. Old Kinderhook invites you to escape today. Come stay and play for a weekend. A proud supporter of your Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. Look them up online and Facebook. Let's get back to the action of Osage Indians football. Here's the call of the game on your Indians hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
That player for Southern Boone able to walk off the field on his own without any help. So that's a Lake Regional injury report there. He's okay. 2nd and 5 coming up for the Indians. We've had a couple ones tonight, Steve, that looked worse than they were.
It just goes to show that maybe you shouldn't diagnose injuries from, the sidelines.
100 yards away. Every time I go to the doctor, I'm like, you go way over there and diagnose me, sir. 2nd and 5 for School D Osage. Maverick hands this one off to Arrowwood. Looking for a lane. Now cuts back in, finds a block, gets to the second level, drives into the defender, but not after picking up a first down. Pacific Pools first down for Brock Arrowwood.
Showing the skill to cut up that field there again. Just showing patience, using his blockers, and then when he sees the space, when he sees the lane, he just explodes through it.
Yeah, he's got my vote for best cutback.
Let's see how you are.
8:27 left to go here in the fourth. Osage up 21-0. Maverick set to take the snap. Hands this one off to Arrowwood. Right side. Runs off a one tackle, brought down near the first down marker. Going to be 2nd down and 1 coming up. Good hard running between the guard and the tackle for Brock Arrowwood.
Spotting the ball at the 37-yard line. Gain of 9.
Montel Jordan in the house. Wow,
I don't know how you do it, man. Like, you do the computer for the camera, you do the play-by-play, you're playing DJ here. It's amazing.
Arrowwood, looking downfield for Butler.
Goodness.
And Butler has it, one man to beat, stays on his feet, knocked down right at the 20-yard line. And Steve, that's what I was talking about last time. You do all this hard running between the tackles, you get guys coming up trying to jump that running lane, and then you hit him with the play action thrown just over the defender's head. A beautiful throw by Trusty. Colt Butler bringing that one in, and that reminds me of that game to start off the season in Bolivar where he had that big gain off a play very similar to that. Had one man to beat down the field, got chased down by behind, but held on to it, and that's Pacific Pools first down. Now Gage Turnier checks in next to Arrowwood. Trusty takes a snap, hands this one off to Arrowwood. He splits the line of scrimmage, now backs his way in. Gets a push from behind, moves forward, picks up about 3.
Yeah, it looks like the ball right on the 15-yard line there.
Osage inside the red zone, 2nd down and 5 coming up. 6:56 left to go. I don't know, man. Make fun of me all you want.
I'm just laughing a little bit. It's hard to say, but I just don't know if people are paying attention enough to know, wait a minute. He said a gain of 3, and now it's 2nd down and 5. They changed the rules here.
Arrowwood gets that handoff as well. Only picks up a couple this time. That'll make it 3rd down and short. What'd I say?
You're fine. I just don't know if you have any credibility anymore.
Did I ever start with any? I feel like I started. And Maverick Trusty hits a bird with that throw. Just say, if you're not watching on MoSportsZone.com, you have to just say that.
Just trust us.
Yeah, whatever I'm saying is right.
We are creating the narrative.
3rd down and short for the Indians inside the red zone. False start on the Indians will drive them back.
Flag on the play. False start on the offense. Repeat 3rd down.
Quite a few penalties against School D Osage tonight. More than we'd like, Steve.
Yeah, well, a lot of those it seemed like occurred on that first possession. We're making this kind of uneasy first couple possessions.
We're halfway through this fourth quarter, 6 minutes left to go. Osage out in front, 21-0, and they are inside the red zone. Maverick takes a snap on this one, gives to Arrowwood through the line of scrimmage, cuts back, and picks up about 2 before being brought down. 4th down and 5 coming up. We'll see what Osage wants to do here.
Fans, I need you to make some noise. It's 12th down.
I like this announcer. He's got some grit in his voice. He's all in.
Yeah. 4th down. Maverick looking for the quick in on Schreiman and thrown just behind him, off his hands, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Southern Boone will take over, 1st and 10. I kind of saw that play setting up, Steve. Schreiman came out so far wide on the far side of the field. He was lined up pert near next to the sideline over here, and then when the snap came, he just immediately cut in with that slant. They were playing back with that man-to-man defense. It was there. Ball thrown just maybe a 1.5 behind him to where Schreiman kind of had to turn, and it goes off his hands incomplete.
Hey, that's great play-by-play, but you lost me at pert near. I'm sorry.
Fair to Midland.
We need to get that sponsored by somebody.
That's right.
Hillbilly Slang, brought to you by.
Hey, listen, by Kenny Allen. That's who says stuff like that.
You can't say his name on air, please.
Yeah, he's fine.
Ooh, nice.
Good hit out there on the edge. Completion made, but Schreiman makes the tackle.
Man, just delivering the wood there.
Gain of about 3. Southern Boone in a no-huddle offense gets the play from the sideline. 2 receivers out on each side. Quick throw out to the sideline. And Arrowwood once again right there to make the quick play. And if I'm the receiver, I say, can we stop running this play? Because Arrowwood kind of has that one figured out. I think we should keep that Osage spirit up, Steve.
Keep it up.
Keep it up. 3rd down, and this says 3. My ticker says 5. Believe whoever you want, folks. Now they get the pitch out to the left, trying to get to the outside. Good hit made over there, fighting through a block. I think that was Jaden Wilkes. And boy, oh boy, has he made some plays this season. Has he made some plays here tonight. 4th down, 3:45 left to go here in this 4th quarter. Southern Boone deep in their own territory, have to go for it here.
Yeah, 3:34 here. This writes the end for Southern Boone if they can't get this conversion.
They hand it off up the middle, immediately met at the line of scrimmage and brought down near the 1st down marker. And they say a 1st down.
There we go.
You hear that, Steve? That guy needed ibuprofen. It's the guy sitting right in front of you. There seems to be some disagreement on if he got it or not, Steve.
Amongst the crowd or the officials?
Yep. And 1st down. Let's go up to the booth. We would if we were in the booth, but we are not in the booth. Yeah, that's what we need to be doing. So 1st and 10. Southern Boone trying to move the ball, trying to get on the scoreboard here against this Indian defense. Looking down the field again, chased around in the pocket. Now rolling out to the right, has no one to go to. He's wrapped up and brought down for another quarterback sack. And these are coverage sacks more than anything, Steve. I mean, he is getting all kinds of time back there, and he's just being brought down in the backfield. He ran around back there for a good 12, 13 seconds before.
Hey, who is our 66? Because that was a heck of a tackle there. You know, quarterback trying to break there, just the pressure put on him, and he's a talented runner. And one of our Indians just tracked him down, wrapped him up, textbook tackle. That's just a well-coached athlete playing good football.
I don't know off the top of my head. I don't have the program here. Normally I have, like, something I can refer to, but we've been great about saying defenders' names when they make plays this season. We were You were not great at that last year.
60. I wish I could remember. So we have Nick Joyner. It wasn't Nick Joyner. He's 52, I think.
Was that Robbins?
Yes, that's who it was. Landon Robbins. Thank you.
And he's made some plays this season as well. He really had a slow start to the season and has really ramped up. We've called his name out quite a few times on both sides of the football. He was the recipient of the Butcher Shop Tomahawk Chop Steak Block of the game a couple weeks ago as well, breaking Drake Williams for a touchdown against Hallsville. Got the tackle there. After the timeout, 2:53 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Osage out in front, 21-0. Takes the snap, looking to throw. Looks in the flats, nothing. Now flushes him out of the pocket. Here comes Wilkes. Comes in on him. He's met there in the backfield, spun around, stays on his feet. But brought down once again, and Osage another sack on defense tonight.
Quarterback just not able to find a place to put that ball and just eating it. And we're doing such a good job of caging him in and not giving him a place to escape. Putting that ball all the way back here to, what are we looking at? Maybe the 6-7 yard line?
That's what it looks like. 7-6.
I said 6-7.
Well, that's not the gang. Third down and a country mile. And he gets this one out over the middle to his receiver. And he stays on his feet and gets enough for a first down. And that seems like a potential moral victory.
Ball for 37-yard line, big gain. Gain of 30 yards there.
Good hard run after the catch.
Yeah, he was hard to bring down for sure.
Now looking to throw once again. Good coverage downfield by the Eagles. And he's trying to find something.
Ball tipped.
Oh, Wilkes almost comes up with the one-handed snag. Wouldn't that have been something? We would have had to send that highlight to ESPN.
They're always asking for our highlights.
They are. I've been called the Scott Van Pelt of the Mid-Missouri High School broadcast.
Who calls you that? Just curious.
Kenny Allen.
Okay. He's a proud papa.
Not the other one.
He's a proud papa.
Like, let me tell you something. Those two are in bed.
You don't think they're listening?
Oh,
still?
it's past their bedtime. They'll check the VOD tomorrow.
What time do they crash?
6:30.
Okay.
1:40 left to go here in the fourth. Three receivers outright. Now looking to throw. Down the field. Here comes the big throw. A lot of contact out there. Incomplete pass. Everybody going for the football.
And here's what I liked about that. They made a play on it, right? That was where we failed last week, that touchdown in the end zone, just a little indecision, not making a play on the ball. And there we were like, hey, we're not giving them this chunk. We are going to, if they're going to get it, they're going to have to fight for it.
So third down and 10 coming up. 1:32 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Our next broadcast will be live back at School of the Osage next week as the Indians take on St. Francis Borgia. Just one person. A saint of all things.
He travels well. I don't know where the Saint is at tonight. Looking for a win somewhere.
In the area. I think there's a timeout on the field. Timeouts tonight brought to you by First Bank of the Lake. And that timeout taken by Southern Boone.
You got to give Southern Boone some credit here tonight in the second half of just holding their own, right?
Yeah. And you have to think, too, this tighter score, 21-0, might, this still has district seeding implications for them. Everything below School of the Osage is really fair game right now. And they got teams in the bottom, echelon that are trying to get a home game for districts. And, obviously Southern Boone is trying to come out here and win tonight, but whereas a lot of teams might just pack it in, 90 seconds left, down by 3 touchdowns. You just can't do that with the way they do the district seeding now.
Well, in a half like this, if they were able to see, an Osage into the future and they think, hey, let's look at that second half and what we're able to accomplish, we held our own with them. Take away the big plays of the first half and maybe we win that one.
Third down. Southern Boone, quick throw over the middle. And his receiver was just not looking for that one. And Osage not quite near enough to make the play on it. It'll be 4th down coming up for the Indians now. 1:29 left to go here. And you know this Osage defense would love to get the shot out here tonight. $1:29 left to go here in the 4th quarter. 10 seconds on the play clock. 4 wide receivers out for Southern Boone. Motion man left to right. Flushing him out of the pocket. Now being chased down. And he's going to cut back in, and he's going to be hit by Turnier right at the 1st down marker. He's going to keep his legs going before being knocked back and down, but that is enough for a 1st down. A good hard run there from the quarterback.
Taking some hits that he is going to be feeling tomorrow, but not going
right
down
now,
easy.
Steve.
He is coming up slow
Very
and gingerly. Ball right just across midfield here, 49-yard line.
I see, Steve, you tested gingerly with Nick off air, and then you brought it on air. You're like, does this work? Nick Googled it, says, yes, that would work.
Nick's doing a good job. He might be doing the best job of all 3 of us tonight.
I'm not going to disagree with that. Ball thrown over the middle, and then right to Schreiman.
That's right.
Steve found that entertaining, that Schreiman.
Send that one to ESPN.
Just off his hands, incomplete.
Off his hands, off his foot, and he's thinking, man, I was ready to return that puppy.
At least kick it to somebody. Yeah, I think he had the return on his mind before he brought that one in.
Oh.
So 2nd down coming up here. And
you wouldn't be laughing if it was a close game, but
not at all. You'd be like, oh. That's what I'd be like. You'd be like, oh. That's what I was like at halftime tonight when you kept getting those questions. Oh, who would have thought? 2nd down, right at midfield. Floats one out near the sideline. Now cuts back in, past the 1st down marker. Stops the clock with 48 seconds left to go here in the 4th. And again, Southern Boone, they just want to get it in the end zone to potentially improve their district seeding, potentially host a game in Class 3 District 4. I don't think they have aspirations of getting 3 touchdowns here in the next 43 seconds, but because of how district seeding works, this is where we're at. Timeout taken, brought to you by First Bank of the Lake. Normally we take a break here, but we're just so close to the end of this one. And we're going to go ahead and keep it here. Steve, you got any big weekend plans?
Yeah, I'm going to St. Louis tomorrow.
Nice. What's going on up there?
Yeah, so my son is getting married in November, early November, and there's a wedding shower for the bride tomorrow.
Okay.
Now, I'm not going to that, but I'm going to go hang out with my son
Makes
while
sense.
the ladies in my family go to the wedding shower. Not sure what we're doing
Now,
up there tomorrow.
If
but,
you want some recommendations, I know where there's some great board game stores up in that area, depending on where you're at.
So we're going to be right in the heart of St. Louis. I mean, right there in the middle.
Did they say the heart of St. Louis is...
Might go to REI, you know. I love the outdoor store there. Harrison loves that. So I'm not sure what we'll do hanging out, but it'll be good to just hang out with my son. He's busy in school, so I don't get to do that much. So how about yourself?
I got to finish moving. We bought a new house, and that's taken up a lot of my time and effort. And tomorrow is the last day of the moving process. So hopefully we get everything moved. The animals won't get moved until later in the week.
Oh, he's going down.
Jaden trips up the quarterback in the backfield. Another sack for the Indians as the quarterback was trying to flush himself out of the pocket and look downfield, and Wilkes just makes a diving, just basically untied his shoe, Steve. Maybe he tied him
Shoestring
together.
tackle, they call it, for sure.
Maybe he tied him together. 2nd down and long coming up, under 20 seconds. Man in motion, right to left. Southern Boone takes the snap, looking to get it out. In motion to him. And that's half fatigue. That's half just misexecution. Is that a word?
Misexecution?
I think it's a
or
person.
half, because half is certainly
it's a person. Misexecution.
Not someone you want to spend much time with.
3rd down and long coming up here for the Eagles.
So you're Misexecution.
Mrs. I'm married to Mr. Execution.
Yeah, one's not going to last long.
Doesn't look good. 10 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Osage up 21-0. Fires this one over the middle. Caught near the first down marker. I don't think it's enough to get it, and that may wind up being the final play. No. Timeout taken by Southern Boone. 8 seconds left. Now, Steve, I got to move. We've been doing this move for quite a while now, and you just never, moving's never fun. Like, it's never fun.
It's exciting to be in new places.
It is.
But getting there is not so fun. I agree.
We have much more space. And honestly, we were counting on tomorrow just to kind of be like, okay, like we're both off. Like we've just been really been busy lately, and we both have tomorrow off. And then this weather starts rolling in tomorrow that we just didn't anticipate. You didn't hear about it till the middle of the week. Of course, if you're not in tune to the weather coming up, it's supposed to be kind of crazy tomorrow south of Highway 44. They're talking about high winds, possible tornado conditions. And then they're going to bring in some extremely cool weather after that with the lows in the 40s and a highs of low 60s.
No short sleeves. No short sleeves tomorrow.
Time to bust out the hoodies, folks. So hopefully I'm able to get my move done tomorrow in that weather. We'll see. Looking downfield, and Arrowwood's going to come up with the interception with 3 seconds left, and he'll take a knee in the end zone to end the game. Osage with the turnover on defense to end the game. Final score, 21-0. School of the Osage moves to 6-2 on the season and has beaten everyone in Class 3 District 4 on their schedule. We will take a break, come back, talk about this game, get you set for next week. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
When it comes to your safety, hire the best. Elite Security Services delivers professional, highly trained security for your business, condominium, home, or event. Backed by years of law enforcement and military experience, their team offers unmatched protection you can trust. Elite sets the standard for excellence in private security. Call 573-280-8018 today to discuss your security needs. That's 573-280-8018. Elite Security Services. Protection, precision, peace of mind.
Polylift boat lifts. In 1975, Gerald Ford was president, gas was 53 cents a gallon, and Saturday Night Live debuted. It's also the year Polylift Boat Lifts was born. 50 years later, Polylift is still the best boat lift you can own. Trust Polylift, built with quality and integrity for 50 years. Remember, for the last 50 years and the next 50 to come, you know what they say.
We don't just build boat lifts, we build Polylifts.
Big hits belong on the field, not your car. When life throws you a hard tackle, High Tech Collision and Auto Body is your MVP for complete collision repair. You've seen the big yellow trucks. Now remember, they fix your vehicles too. Fast, friendly, and hassle-free. Experience the high-tech difference in person, online, or call 348-9070. Proud supporters of the Lake community, Camdenton Lakers and Osage Indians. Go Lakers. Go Indians. Go High Tech.
My car! Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
No pressure, low prices. Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. I want to tell you about our award-winning collision repair department. We can repair any make or model and make it look like new. Our staff is second to none and works hard to get you back on the road as fast as possible. We offer free transportation for your convenience and peace of mind during the repair. Come see us today for all of your collision repair needs at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett.
ShopHewlett.com.
Hy-Vee has a fresh crop of deals for you this week. Like apples, 99 cents a pound. Jack's, Tombstone, and DiGiorno pizzas, $3.99 each. Chobani yogurt, 8 for $10. And $6.99 a pound for Hy-Vee Choice Reserve boneless beef chuck roast. Save even more when you sign up for Hy-Vee perks at Hy-Vee.com. Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, Jefferson City, Columbia, and Springfield.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Duly
Riverbed Door has been a trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Our business is continually growing, and we are looking for motivated, energetic individuals to join our team. With an outstanding reputation, Dooley Overhead Doors needs more installers that are trustworthy, have reliable transportation, can pass the drug test, and help build our company here at the lake. Please send your resume to dooleydoors@socket.net or call 573-348-4399.
KQUL, Lake Ozark.
I don't care what the scoreboard says at the end of the game. In my book, we're going to be winners. He is gone.
Game analysis, stats, and more. It's the Osage Indians Football Postgame Show on your Indians' hometown radio station, Cool 102.7.
All right, back here in Ashland, Missouri, it is the high-tech post-game show as the School of the Osage Indians defeat the Southern Boone Eagles. Final score 21. That was the score at halftime, and then the Osage defense clamping down in that second half as well. 0 on the scoreboard. A great night for School of the Osage. A great bounce-back game for School of the Osage after that tough loss last week against Booneville. To come out here tonight, get the win over a conference and district opponent in Southern Boone and kind of solidify their spot at top Class 3 District 4. Steve, what do you have as far as totals tonight?
Yeah, just a second half that maybe went a little bit different than I thought it would go. It looked like maybe we just might really put the pedal to the metal, as they say, and kind of make this a rout. But really, it was a tie that second half. So kudos to Southern Boone for making that happen. As I'm looking here, my numbers, I've got Osage with 150 passing yards and 237 rushing yards, compared to Southern Boone, 142 rushing yards, 116 passing yards. First downs, pretty competitive, 14-18, Osage 14. And I've got 18 for first downs for Southern Boone. So they did a lot of good things, but the big plays went Osage's way for sure. Osage, here's how we contrast tonight to last week. We've got a team who, in the big moments, it was Booneville who stepped up and took control of the game and walked away with a win. Tonight, in those big moments, it was Osage doing what they needed to do to go away with a W tonight. Hoping for a quick recovery for Drake Williams, whatever his injury was. We saw him on the sidelines there with some ice in a sling, and certainly he's a big part of our offense. And want to see him come back as soon as we can, and defense, I should say. Well,
you called it out when that happened. The impact was really big, and we saw Drake a little frustrated when he got up, and, he knows at that point. And so it kind of was a telltale sign type thing, and then he was out here in the second half with his arm in a sling, kind of iced up. I'm kind of like you. I'm hopeful that it winds up being just a quick recovery for him, and he's able to bounce back. But I look at a game like tonight, and the defense stepped up, stepped up big time. It was bend, don't break all night tonight. There were multiple times that Southern Boone was able to get a drive into, Osage territory, and then the defense just really able to make the stops and just push Southern Boone back to where they weren't able to get. And there was one time they were inside the 5 to start. Osage defense showing up big tonight as well, as they have the most sacks that they've had at any time this season. And Osage came into tonight, Steve, not with a lot of sacks. They've had quarterback pressures, but really you can count the number of sacks they've had on one hand. And then I think tonight they wound up almost near double-digit sacks, just able to get after the quarterback. And a lot of that happens with the coverage that starts out on in the secondary, as they're able to kind of, slow down the receivers and put the quarterback in a tough position to where they're unable to find anything downfield, and he's not able to look downfield whenever he's running around. So,
just a great compliment, as you say, of excellent defense played by our secondary there. By then, and again, it's one thing to get after the quarterback. It's one thing to be in pursuit of the quarterback. When you've got a talented mobile quarterback, to be able to cage him in, and just the defense of staying in your lane and keeping him where you need him to get after him, that's what I'm talking about. Our defense did so well at. Hey, is Coach Jolly going to come up here and talk to us tonight?
I think
Looks like
Coach
he might be headed this way.
coming up to head up here. Again, our next broadcast will be live next Friday night. It's the regular season finale against St. Francis Borgia, as we'll be back home at School of the Osage and getting set for postseason play from there against St. Francis Borgia, as tonight ended conference play for School of the Osage. Coach Jolly putting on the headset now. And Coach, we talked about tonight being a bounce-back game. You wind up shutting out this Southern Boone team. What was the mindset of this squad coming into tonight after last week's game?
It's just about playing harder and paying attention to the best players on the other side of the ball. So, you know, just being more aggressive and more physical and understanding where a team can strike you. And our defense kind of killed it tonight. They did a really good job, especially towards the end, to kind of keep battling. I know everybody was fatigued.
Yeah, I was going to say, on that very first drive, it kind of seemed like the quarterback for Southern Boone was able to kind of move the ball down the field, a small tweak. That quarterback spy defense really started coming in, and it turned it up a notch. Osage having more sacks tonight than they had coming into for a season total.
And that's a little deceptive, but yeah, and we had two guys, you know, one on each side, the two inside guys. That's their responsibility was inside run, and then containing him if he ran out. Coach Hess and those guys put a really good plan this week and ran drills like that all week, and even like at the end of the game, we worked on that. Obviously, we needed to work on that after the Booneville situation. So, you know, a lot of good work in, but you know, kind of disappointed. We fumbled the ball, and then we threw a pick, and so there's some things there that we got to. You know, it's just about now. We can't make mistakes like that at this time of the end of the season offensively. But, you know, I thought we played really well. I was proud of our kids.
You got one regular season game left, St. Francis Borgia. Obviously, we saw them last year. What does this team need to do for next week to get ready for the postseason?
Well, we got to fill a spot for number 8 if he's going to be out. You know, the possibility of that with Drake having maybe possibly a fracture in his collarbone. We'll know a little bit more tomorrow. But it's just about a team effort. I think we found out tonight that when everybody does their job, we're real good. And that's kind of what you saw early in the season. And I think we got away from just, I think, maybe expecting things instead of creating things. So I'm really proud of them. I mean, we played this is a really good football team. Good athletes, and our kids played well. And I thought our coaches put our kids in a real good position to be successful. And, you know, we'll get back. Like I said, we lost one of our key parts of our team tonight, and our kids responded. And now we just got to make sure we do it against a really good St. Francis Borgia team. But that's why we scheduled them week 9, is so we can get ourselves squared away and ready to go.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the shutout victory tonight. We'll talk to you next week after the regular season finale against St. Francis Borgia.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
That's Coach Jolly joining us here for the Rock Island Insurance Coaches interview on the High Tech post-game show. And Steve, it was your job to tell Coach Jolly that we were over here, and I think he went across the field to the other side first. So he made good time. Good athlete himself.
I'm glad he found us. It's awfully generous of his time and his energy here to anytime he comes to talk to us post-game. And he said something there that I really resounded with me, that, you know, they got to be a team that doesn't just expect things to happen, but they create things. And so, hey, you know, just a lot of wisdom from the veteran leader and Coach Jolly, and a lot of wisdom in his brain up there that can be applied not just to football, to life. So thankful for his leadership among our young men and in our community.
So Osage gets the win tonight, 21-0 over the Southern Boone Eagles. We'll be right back at it next Friday night against St. Francis Borgia live at School of the Osage. We'll have the call for you right here, as well as MoSportsZone.com. But it's over tonight for us. So for Wild Wild West and Nick back in the studio, and for Steve Adams, I am Craig Allen. Thank you for listening. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.
That's more like it. Cool 102.7.